All right. We are connecting. We are connecting. All right. We should be live.
Hello. If we're live, if we're not live, see you
Right.
next year.
We should be live. Um.
Oh, we
Hello.
have
Keep
one.
the
We have
dream
one.
alive.
Hello, keep the dream alive. 776. Hope that's your 3-digit pin for your credit card, and I will be using it next week.
Isn't it also a
They're
4
live.
digit
We
pin?
are live. Yes,
I like how you
we are
also go,
live.
I'm cutting down on fizzy drinks, and you're drinking what is sugary napalm in form of like fruit juice. Not pulp or anything. Like, is that what? Is that like apple juice? Is that orange juice?
Apple juice.
Mate. Mate. You're taking the fucking piss. I'm cutting down on the sugar. Pure apple juice straight in the veins. You're outrageous.
Yeah, but I think this would be better on my fucking gut than drinking 700 cokes.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
maybe.
Good evening, lads. Piggy, what the fuck? What? Get a cup. I'm not getting a cup,
Yeah,
Flora. Don't tell me what to
you are
do.
straight long necking it as well.
You ever cover Emmerdale? We might be covering Emmerdale on Monday.
In about 3 days we'll be covering Emmerdale. Or 4 days. We'll be covering
Also, hello.
Corriedale. I always think about doing Emmerdale, and I always go, I should watch Emmerdale, and then I actually sit down to watch it, and I just go, fuck it. Like, oh, I could watch Emmerdale, but I could also watch Hollyoaks 2012. So, yeah.
And hello, Lewis Barton 3349, and hello, Digiflora.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Is Ronnie and Roxy coming back in this episode? Who knows? I'm here to support the watch along for 2026. Thank you,
Mitch is
Pacey Mitch.
back. We haven't seen you in a
What
year.
is me?
Bloody hell.
Ah! I don't know if we're recording the reaction. Also, guys, my Chinese man gave me a big slice of Death by Chocolate. I don't know
Yeah,
his name.
we'll probably be recording reactions. It just depends if the episode's any good, really.
Yeah. You'll just have me in the background doing a Kevin Nash when he's eating the spaghetti. Just very quickly trying to.
You never know what the future holds. Alright, I'll do an intro. Alright, and this possibly are going to be the reactions for New Year's Day 2026, the 2027 flash forward, but we have to frame it that way because, you know, fucking. Because EastEnders. Because time.
And it's your brother's 23rd birthday. Happy birthday
Nice,
to your
happy
brother.
birthday.
Send him in the stream.
Would your brother love you more if you sent him to the stream?
And you gift him a membership to our channel. Who knows?
True, we do have alerts for that now.
So the Queen Vic goes on fire. Or the window gets broken into so far. I can't believe it's 2026. It's almost like 2026 never happened.
Yeah. Alright, someone in black gloves, keep and watch on Max's gaff.
Aidan Maguire.
Please no. Someone's trying to use the phone with leather gloves on. Bloody idiot. A gun? Alright. We know there's a gun. We've seen the gun so far.
YouTube, this is a fictional gun, not a real gun. So
yes.
they need to watch that van. Yeah.
Who is that? Who are you? Okay, just some supplier.
I love how we don't know who's running the Vic at the moment. Like, is it still?
I mean,
Cat and
let's be
Alfie?
honest. It's Cat and Alfie. There's no. If Ben Weddy has his decision. Also, notice that we're using the dodgy camera. That means we're in the flash forward. Did you see that they made what was definitely an AI image of a SWAT team? And it had SWAT on the hat. And it's like, we don't do SWAT, we do SWAT teams, and we don't do those SWAT teams. Alright, who's pregnant?
My dad had a prediction, it was Priya.
I mean, it's Max Brannon. His line of fire could hit anyone. Oh, he's getting married as well. Okay, so what
Some
we
people
figured
won't weigh the out.
is he's getting married, but he's also waking up in a bed next to someone who's pregnant. I think my vague, honestly, I feel like just because I feel like it might actually be Chelsea who's pregnant, just because I don't know, they just don't know what to do with her character.
Right, everyone is pregnant, yeah. Oh,
It's
2027, they've got a new cappuccino machine out, or whatever the fuck
been
it
a
is.
long year.
Yeah. Also, whose flat is this?
Turn on the radio. I don't know. This is a very not Max Branning flat. Cheers, Oscar. Okay, so if he's doing that, the relationship's clearly doing a little bit better.
But will we see him actually like
Oscar's
getting
fully
married?
bald in 2027. The Branning genes are fighting out.
Like, I wonder next year, will we see this episode fully, or how will it work?
We will see it. It's just that stuff won't be uncovered or covered up. Also, just funny. Wait, pictures. Okay, just normal pictures. There's no real. Funny little. Obviously, they're playing Stuck in the Middle with You. You know, Max is between two women again. Nice little dramatic irony. Seen some people want Wadey out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're waiting. This has to bang. Who the? This episode has to bang. The anniversary has to bang. Otherwise, people are going to be so incredibly out on Wadey. You know, everybody got really pissed off at Christmas that we didn't actually answer any of the questions. I'm worried that they're going to do the same. I'm worried that they're going to set up all this stuff. And obviously, we don't want to know everything. But there's going to be so many questions. Any chance Lauren's pregnant? Question mark.
Max's baby. I would believe it.
Excuse me.
I would believe it.
But ask Joey Brannon how Lauren feels about keeping it in the family.
Sweet home Walford. Yeah, I feel like he's going to set up more questions, and then in front of the audience, I'm like, guys, this answer to this question isn't that funny, guys? Isn't that funny?
Yeah, the table's just the chair's just placed. There's going to be so many of these. I don't think she's pregnant. Yeah, there we are. She's not pregnant. Confirmed.
Yeah, but like I said, Whitey is going to be like, you will find out the reason why Max takes a shit in 2027 on the 5th of February, 2026.
But then suddenly, like 1 week before December, he's just going to go, "Oh, actually, this is way different." Oh, cheers, Ben.
We're actually going to do a flash forward to 2028 when we see Max Brannon gets shot and dies. So,
I mean,
yeah. Wearing red to a wedding is
Jack's
usually bad luck.
drinking.
Yeah.
Baby, whose fucking kid is this? Stormed out. Ethan. Whose fucking kid is this?
Denise's.
But I'm also not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if I doubt it works out with dates. I wouldn't be at all surprised if somehow Nicola's baby is Jack's instead of George's. Like, I don't think the dates work out, but
Do you guys like long-term storytelling?
if it's good, yeah.
If it ends
I
up like
traditionally
title reign, then no.
maybe Usual Place. Hold up, boys. That's is she back on the old door? Yeah, I like long-term storytelling, and I think most soaps should actually be planned out in advance. Obviously, you have to leave room to pivot, but as long as you don't like, it's a thing. Like Who Killed Lucy? That storyline, great idea. The ending ruins it. So as long as it turns out well, I'm perfectly happy with long-term storytelling. However, just like the Who Killed Lucy stuff, it was pretty rough by the end, and that ruins the whole storyline. So you really have to have your finger on the pulse to do long-term storytelling well.
Hello, Michael Sharp.
He is very long. Obviously, this is implying that stuff has happened in this last year, but it also could easily be the Lucy stuff. Wait, what? Ian's the best man? Fuck off. Hello, Michael Sharp. Happy New Year, mate. What have you missed? It's just a bunch of questions. Jack seemingly has a new son called Ethan. Max wakes up in a bed next to a pregnant mistress whilst getting married to someone else. Mostly just that. You've mostly just seen the Brannings.
And the SWAT team's about to arrive now because they're seeing. I've got Anthony. What are you doing here? What? Thought you died.
Yeah. Is there a world where Nicola actually is Jack's kid instead of George's?
I don't know. Yeah, here we go.
Alright, police are coming in.
Good old Ice. Welcome, Ice.
Oh hey, it's the guy who we were trying to look at in the trailer that we didn't know. Oh, some sexy. Why'd you say it? Lingiri?
Lingiri, yeah. Browns do get about yes, they do.
Okay, so they're breaching the house. Is it Max they're after, or is it the woman?
They haven't paid the TV license. Fuck! Pay the TV license. Pay it. That's your fuck.
The TV license people.
No. they've really gotten worse.
You think it's Nicola? I don't know who it'll be. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, I don't think we're going to see who it is till next year. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm in the fucking shower. Piss off.
I'm having a shite. Leave me alone.
You want me to bend over and cough as well, you perv?
It's Piggy.
I'm in the shower.
I'm having a shite. Leave me alone.
Imagine it's Sharon.
Yeah, we're gonna see that next year.
Mate, look at how their jackets are illuminating. Look at that.
That's why you running. You can't
Mate,
run.
he's running like he's running like he needs a shit. See, I feel like this is supposed to be exciting, but I'm also
Also, the new house got changed. The door's now there. Used to be in the
Mhm.
kitchen. I love how I'm only giving details that only I care about.
Hello, Nushi. How you doing, mate?
Hello, Nushi. Have you got that nookie?
He's always set up. Peter's still alive. Okay, she has been cheating on him. Yeah, she's cheating on Peter. Like father, like daughter. Glenn Donovan is back. Who the fuck is Glenn Donovan?
Yeah, I didn't know whether that was a spoiler or not, so I didn't read it out. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's that guy. He's the guy leading the SWAT team. Yeah. All right. Oh wait, no. Here's that Hollyoaks news. Hold on.
It's Hollyoaks.
Where the fuck?
It's a Hollyoaks.
Yeah, but who the fuck cares about bringing back fucking Glenn Donovan?
Who the fuck is he?
He's like a member of like the like he's a part of the like criminal family shit. Patrick's still here, lovely. Truman Man now. Did him and Jasmine get married? Is Jasmine taken the Truman name?
Wait. So again, fan fiction Wadey back at it again. Anthony Truman. Let's go. Is
Yeah,
this an
it's a live
actual live? No,
episode.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it's live. It's live.
Oh, it's live. Oh, it's live. Yeah, it is live. Sorry, I thought you meant live as in like it's being filmed now. No.
Oh yeah, no, obviously it's pre-recorded, but it's going out live.
Yeah, because they don't want you to spoil the ending.
Head
You know,
usher.
even though to me the ending of this.
Dance. Wait, no, that's Tyler Cruz. Fuck. What did Usher do again?
Oh my god, what the fuck did Usher do?
What did Usher do? What does Ja Rule think? Yeah, it's pre-recorded.
The woman is pregnant and giving birth.
Yeah, it could be, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like this. Why are we setting up a bunch of questions?
Was this kitchen different? Have they updated the kitchen?
Yes, it is.
We guessing
They've updated it
Denise.
a little bit. Like,
I mean, I know it's. Is she not going through the menopause? Like, I know that EastEnders doesn't give a shit about like a person in their
a
50s
woman's
giving
birth
birth.
cycle.
But I like I said, if he's doing that with anyone, I think it's Chelsea.
I think it's Doc Brandon. Doc Brandon's coming back. FBI, open up. We found you been gooning the Shad Man.
Jesus.
Quick. I'm not explaining that reference. I'm not explaining that reference. Sure, you have pronouns in your bio. Nigel Fry's gonna arrest you. Quick, run.
Why is Max running like he's fucking Paul Robinson from Neighbours? Why has he got a gammy leg?
I need the saucepan cabinet thing. Yeah.
Solicitation of murder. Uzi tried to get killed.
So the year's going to be who did he
Did he
kill?
try to get Max Jack killed? What wedding cut?
Oh, Shrimpy's still here.
Mate, Shrimpy's never gonna leave.
I found out Shrimpy was in the last Harry Potter movie.
All right.
He was like a background when
Less said about that, the
Harry Potter
better.
does the wedding.
And the main takeaway from the last two Harry Potter movies is the simple fact that fucking Neville, is it Neville? Was he the fat kid who got really attractive in the end?
I don't know.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you get?
Who's that guy next to Oscar? Recast Joey Brannon, perhaps? There we are, that's the line then from the trailer.
Does he even work at the police station anymore?
Probably. So, who the fuck?
Who the
See,
fuck is that guy?
I want to scrub through and see if he mentions them, because I think I missed it. But
It's not the cousin Lauren was stuck. I don't know.
that's not. It's not. That's not Joey Brand. I can see it being a recast, but he looks a bit fucking ancient. But it has been like 15 years, though.
16 by the time this comes out.
Zoe's son.
Zoe's son.
All right, someone with a gun. Cindy loves a gun. Give me the evidence. Someone be 2021? Yeah, that guy looks. He looks like late 30s, 40s ish. I don't mean to be an asshole, but I'm not really vibing with this episode that much.
Me
Like,
either. His entire method is to answer more questions in the future.
like I don't know. It's a
One of
weird
them's gonna
thing
get
because it
shot.
was setting it a year in advance, right? So it's like, okay, get excited now for what's happening in a year. Can't stand the cameras. I mean, there is a weird, like, it's not a fisheye lens as such, but it's kind of, you know, around the outside. There's like a soft blur. Like, look at it. Oh, gun. All right, Nicola and George. They seem like they're together. It's not Nicola. George is still alive. Okay. Was either had the baby. I mean, it would be mental if she didn't have the baby at this rate, but like.
Also in crutches.
Yeah, bro, messed her ankle up. Yeah, it's not Nicola. I'm just surprised at the idea that George and Nicola are gonna be a long-term pairing. I spent more time on screen together than bloody him and Nicola and Teddy. Also, this another minor complaint about cameras. This is all so unbelievably washed out since then. Everything's fucking grey. Which is fine
the
if it's a stylistic choice. Okay, Chelsea. Scrubbing a dress. Yeah, what is this fucking... What? Ah, yeah. I'll stop getting tilted about cameras now. Okay, so obviously these are the usual suspects. Linda, Chelsea. Yeah. Who knows if any of these are actual... Well, one of them will be involved, but... Cindy, yeah. Could just be a bridesmaid dress. Or it wouldn't be against Cindy to wear white, let's be real.
That's a petticoat, not a dress, actually.
Petticoat expert over here.
Well, no, that's what Flora said. I'm not a woman.
Wait. Fucking Libby! What's she doing here? Fucking Libby! Shit character. Don't really care about her in the slightest, but... It's cool to see her. Obviously, it'll be a little short-term visit. But judging how Ben Wadey likes characters getting brought back, she'll get killed off at Christmas anyways. Libby actually hates all men. Mate, why the fuck's the police station look like a TARDIS? Like... Max Brannon as the new Doctor. The only Doctor to fuck every single one of his companions.
How many kids does Denise have at the moment?
Raymond.
3.
Libby. Chelsea. Yeah.
3. I give up. I don't know who it is.
I mean, we're not going to know now. It's all about... Okay, this isn't the old Rolls Royce. This is... I don't know what fucking car make that is, but...
It's Ronnie and Roxy. Let's go.
Oh, and he's immediately having a speed. Fucking calm down, Max. You only just got out of prison. Oh. Fucking hell.
It's Jack's car.
Alright. Behind the lights. Who's in the wedding car? We're never gonna see. Well, no, we just need to do the old chicken nugget lover approach and just say everybody is possibly gonna be the person. Okay, there has to be a big reveal now. Is that Oscar and Lauren held hostage, essentially? Fuck no. Here's the gun. Lauren or Oscar choose?
Whoa. Oh, I'm so in fucking intrigued. Whoa.
Fucking.
Whoa.
Hold on. Everybody, if you still have the credits open, wait for it. After Tracy, man. Man.
Stephen Aaron Siffel is man.
Oh, what an underwhelming one, man. What are you guys? You got to give something. Do we not understand how you do whodunits? You set the clues out, so some really autistic little virgin, like not like me, I'm too dumb. So you do that, and you go ahead, and so someone could even possibly slightly figure it out or have a good guess. You don't just fucking go, yeah, some stuff's happening. Who the fuck cares? Give us a bit more than that.
Also, look who wrote it. Look, go to the very end. I believe they said who wrote it.
Is it what, Simon Ashdown?
Yeah, Simon Ashton. I don't know if he has any significance. I just
No, he's a pretty good. He's a pretty notorious writer. Written a lot of good episodes. Can't name them, but you know he is known.
I don't even feel like doing a Walford tap. It's not even worth it.
I don't know. Like, I like the idea of it, but I don't really think they did anything that warranted. Like, I don't know. Just wasn't that interesting, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think there's definitely some choices that I don't really fuck with. Some definite. Hold on, I'm also just looking. I'm also just trying to see if they actually mention who the guy is in the background. Is this man? Is he man? No, okay, they don't actually mention it. Like
they could have shown this a month before rather than a year.
Maybe. I mean, if I just take this angle, you know when they did the flash forward in February 2023, and they did show the big scene of Nish getting smashed over the head. Well, not Nish, but someone getting smashed. Well, they showed somewhat of a scene showing, oh shit, somebody's going to be on the floor. And I guess they kind of tried to do that with the fact there's going to be a hostage situation. Max has been like arrested by the police. Jack now has a kid. I don't know. I don't know. There's problems with it. I think I don't know if Ben Wadey fully knows what the audience wants. And therefore we just kind of get a really clumsily written, like, yeah, sure, there are a bunch of cool ideas, right? Because if we set the scene, what's been established? Max is getting married on New Year's Day 2027. Therefore, but he also wakes up next to a pregnant woman who likely he's gotten knocked up. Jack now has a baby called Ethan, which we don't know who the parent is, because, you know, the baby mama seemingly just upped and left. You know, it's probably a little bit far out. Could it be Sam in any way, shape, or form? Maybe. Probably not, let's be real. They've kept Nicola and George together, and Oscar, Lauren seemingly, if it's implied that she's cheating on Peter, and someone has a gun on Lauren and Oscar. No. I understand that it's supposed to be a tease. We don't want the reveal now. We want something, though. Like, we want something. In my eyes, the way you do this, you leave one lasting image that goes, holy shit, that's big. And if you don't do that, now we have to wait a year to see something that I don't feel like a lot of us are particularly excited to even see. So it's just, it's in a way, I think they could have done it way better. if the last scene is someone is like a slight hint of something, or like if
The
it's like
problem is,
someone's hair from behind, just something you can latch onto to kind of build narratives out. But the way they've done it, we're nowhere closer to getting to understanding who it is, who's getting vengeance and why. So
to me,
yeah.
right? What I want to say,
Oh
and by the way,
yeah,
sorry
and
if you see me.
just to end this, sorry. Oh yeah, and those are the reactions. Who knows if
Yeah,
that actually gets made into one? That wasn't
it's
really
not. There was literally
good
nothing except for
episode.
me. There was literally nothing but me mentioning a lollipop artist. I'm not going into that either. Like, I don't think that is this doesn't even deserve a Wolfram on Tap, guys. I'm sorry, but to me, how you do it, kind of like how 2023 had, he's dead. You have something at the end of like who really is going, Lauren or Oscar? Choose. Obviously, he's going to choose Lauren. They're not going to kill Lauren off. They've already killed off the sister. They're not going to kill off just another fucking. I don't see them killing off either of them.
Also, it's not. Also, I'll respond to Fiona. Fiona says, "I think it left you enough to feel like what the fuck's going on." Yeah, I don't. I agree. There's still a lot to work with, but I think, and obviously it's our opinion. It's not. Not everybody has to agree with us. I don't know. It feels like you said with the 6, you need the he's dead because bomb. All you go. Christmas 2023. Someone dies on the Queen Vic floor. That's it. That's all you need. And then fucking so many theories came from that. And obviously we'll get to know more as the year goes by. We'll obviously get to know more. They will reveal more. But you need that big thing. Like, because what do you clip from this and say, oh, New Year's Day 2027? Like, I don't know. What do you get from that? Like, there's still a lot of cool stuff, Oscar and possibly, Jasmine possibly getting together. It said, Patrick said he's a Truman now, so, he's part of the family. Don't know. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff to jump onto, but I think it's lacking that big, huge moment, which I think is a... It's a... How am I trying to phrase this? It's something of a correlation of Ben Wadey, where he hasn't actually managed to hit any of the big moments the way you want him to, and therefore it's made it a whole lot less grand in the grand scheme of things. If you build up to the 2027 flash forward, you have to have something big and explosive to fully make it. So, I feel like it lacks that moment. Yeah, anyways. I'll let you.
It'll be like going up to it's like going up to a glory hole, sticking your dick in it, and then all they start doing is playing flute music to it. And it's like, okay, what's that? Like, he's doing a lot of foreplay, but not enough action. Like, I don't know how to describe it. He's just doing a lot of foreplay, not enough action. Like, what do you want?
Obviously, the things right where, most of the theories were a little bit wild. Like, obviously, people like Ronnie Roxy are coming back. But, like, all the stuff they teased in the teaser stuff, like the Rolls Royce, who the fuck knows? That was the car, right? I assume it was the car that was in the wedding car. He might also, yeah, true. Might marry Zoe Anthony's son. True, he is bi. The gun, we obviously saw the gun, and we saw the SWAT team take it out. So, yeah, I don't know. And it's not even like
Jack.
Oh, sorry.
Jack also chimes in. I think it's a mistake if they plan on killing another of Max's kids. I know that's what's going to leave in my mind for a year, is if they kill off another child, and I'm just going to yell here for sorry. And if it's going to be the sister, of the already child that you killed off, so now both of the original kids are dead. I know you have Bradley, but then, like, really, you're going to possibly kill the third one in 2027. Great. But to me, he's not planning this out. He's just gone, I have a funny idea. What happens if Max is just all of a sudden happy and everything goes to shit? Wouldn't that be funny to do in 2026? Ben, you need to actually develop his character. Flash forward.
I also and these are just like gripes, so they're not actually the grand scheme. They're not like the grand scheme kind of big critiques mentally, but like in my opinion, I think Obviously, no one fully expects Max to change. Was you the only one noticing that Libby was back on the square? No, we all pointed it out. I let out a cheer. It's just, let's be real. I like Libby, but she's not exactly number one returnee. Like, I don't give a shit. I like Libby.
Michael,
who gives a fuck? Like, nice to see her back, but doesn't she occasionally just crop up every now and then anyway? She's not coming back for good, let's be fucking real. It'll be like a little weak appearance.
Also, Michael Sharp says the text messages should have shown 2 to 3 of previous messages telling Max to decide who gets shot. The final message should have said something like, "Never mind, Max, I will choose for you," cuts the masks, and then the gun goes off, and we don't know who gets popped or shot. But yeah. Which I would have think that's a better option.
All good, Leo. No stress.
My Mason didn't have Max in a sex addiction story. 2027. Let's go.
Obviously, see, the issue with... I'll appreciate the angle saying we can't judge it yet because we don't actually know. Yeah, sure. But this is what Ben Wadey's put out there. This is what the EastEnders has put out there to hype us up for next year. So therefore, as an audience, it's then our job to kind of go, "Oh shit, this is happening." Whoa, we all the speculation. That's the whole point of the fucking thing. You're putting out this, which is supposed to be a big deal going across the year. So I think it's perfectly, it's reasonable both ways, but I think it's perfectly apt for us to all speculate and be like, "What the fuck is this?" Because obviously this is our first exposure to what's going to happen over the next year. So it's only natural for all of us to kind of speculate and wonder what they're gonna do, because at the end of the day, this is the teasing for next year, and like I don't think it's a very good teaser for next year, because the whole point of Max's return so far, obviously nobody fully expects Max to change, right? Because it's fucking Max. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. He'll always choose himself, and he'll always try and sleep with women. To each their own. But they've been teasing the whole idea that maybe he will actually change. And obviously, we do the flash forward and you go, "Oh no, Max is still the same asshole." And I'm sure he will actually make attempts to change over the year, and in the end, he results in this way because he is Max and he's a creature of habit. But still, you want something of a progression. You want characters to feel different. The characters feel the same. Like, the shocking revelation is Lauren's probably cheating with someone, like cheating on Peter with someone. Nicola and George are seemingly still together. Jack has a baby that's like a newborn, which I don't know how his swimmers are doing it, let's be real. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's good stuff, but there's not the defining moment that's gonna carry over the year. It's a bunch of cool little bits of like little Easter eggs, but at the end we've just got about 6 nice little Easter eggs. What you really want is the like massive fuck off one that you spend the next like week eating. I don't feel like we've gotten that substance. Oh yeah. Obviously, right. I'm not saying Jack can't have kids, but like fucking De Niro's pumping him out like there's no tomorrow, like fucking. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just a little. And I say this, it's not even like I'll attain that for the most part over the Christmas period. I was obviously a little bit jaded because we were doing it every day, and there were a lot of pretty unremarkable episodes. So I probably wasn't getting the most like rest and recovery, and I probably wasn't like refreshing my brain a little bit. But even that, we've had a little break now. I'm not as jaded as I was when we did the Christmas watch along. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. And I think it's another thing. I don't even think that it's Ben Wadey's fault. Because obviously Chris Glenshaw did the last flash forward, and that fucking banged. Or at least it did at Christmas, not afterwards. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Let me just read some chat here. I think it's far to be obvious for Chelsea to be the wife. Think if it's someone on the square, it'll be Linda, Cindy, or Linda. I don't want it to be Linda personally. No offense. I like the idea. I don't know how to describe it, but kind of like Pauline.
Yeah,
Like
I
she
view it as
doesn't
the
wait.
same as Pauline, right? Exactly.
And plus, if Linda does get married, when I want it is the fact that you've also locked in the fact Danny Dyer will return. I don't want Linda, because my ideal for Linda is she is married, and obviously behind the scenes you've signed Danny Dyer back to EastEnders, and then on the big episode she gets married. I don't know why my idea is to have him in like with seaweed on him and everything, but he appears, because he obviously he's been in the ocean. He appears and he's like, "I'm back."
Oh, camera froze. Yeah, obviously,
The entire building.
surrogacy
Yeah,
does exist. That's it. That'll cut out the stream. But there's you saying about that, like Mick Carter with the seaweed showing up when Linda gets married.
yeah. Um, but that's what I ideally want is that I don't think it'll be Cindy because Cindy absolutely hates Max's guts unless she's
I
shagging
mean,
him to take him down for Stephen's death.
it would be a Cindy thing to. I mean, Cindy got arrested for soliciting for hiring a hitman to kill Ian. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was quite apt that they did that. Cindy did mention Stephen. I think it was yesterday's episode, or at least one of the episodes this week that it was Stephen's birthday. I think Jack had a fling with Chelsea. That's it. I don't think it was Max. But I think it's quite apt that they mentioned. Oh, it's 10 years. Well, not was it? It's not 10 years since Stephen. I don't know. It was Stephen's birthday, regardless, and that was a big deal. I could easily see Max getting set up by Cindy to take revenge for Steve.
Yeah. But to me, you've just done a lot of foreplay and not a lot of action. Is what I'm saying. I don't want every answer to be answered because that's not the thrill of it. The thrill of it, well, to also break illusions. The thrill of it is for us to make as much money as possible off this. But that's the real reason, obviously. I'm only measured. But obviously for us, the ideal would be, because obviously if you don't know, if you follow this channel from 2023, our big cash cow, and when I say cash cow, we were milking that fucker until he couldn't be milked anymore, was the six who dies at Christmas.
Sorry, you're milking the cash cow.
And obviously with this, like, what are we supposed to do? Who dies in New Year's 2027? Lauren or Oscar? Oh no. Like, there's nothing we can really milk, and I know that's like.
It's hard to jump on.
Yeah.
Like think back to 2023. Yeah, obviously, Leo Burton did a big theory that Jack was going to be the one who dies. Talking Walford did the theory that Dean was going to be the one to die. We did a mixture of Nish, Dean, pretty much everyone really. Let's be honest, other than Phil.
And then Chicken Nugget Lover 69
said everyone.
He said everyone.
Literally everyone possible. Even Vinny Panesar was in there. Like Martin.
I was in there.
Who
do we think was the woman in the house? I don't really know.
I don't think it's. I think it's. I don't think it's any of the women we saw. I don't think it's Linda. I don't think it's Chelsea. I don't think it's Cindy. Because obviously the SWAT team was like, hey, there's been a problem with the woman in the bathroom. So, like, was she giving birth or some shit? I don't know. I don't know who it would be. Could be a new character. Yeah.
Could be Ronnie. Could be Roxy. Just to do that again. Could be Fat Boy. Turkey gave him a uterus. So, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, it wasn't all bad. Priya, maybe.
Priya?
I'm not, like, it wasn't all.
Piggy, don't get me excited.
I have some definite issues with the. I have some issues with this episode. I don't like the cameras. I don't like how every single shot has like slight blur on the outside of the screen. Didn't really fuck with that too much. I didn't like how it was so graded out and like, or no, I didn't like how it was so grayed out and it was really dark and kind of bleak.
But Ash, how are you supposed to know they're in the future if it's not grayed out and bleak like Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Like, just because it looks all washed out doesn't mean it's good.
See, just Strider, just to respond to you, still a bit confused. That's the entire point, because Whitey is supposed to think he's smarter than the audience. Go, everyone's going to be confused, but the majority of the audience is going, I don't really care, mate. Yeah, it just happened. And also, just unless Priya, oh dear, and the was Priya wouldn't go from Ravi to fucking Max Brandon. One word, money. And plus, his dick game's apparently big. From what I know.
Was Max living in Zach's house? That did look like Zach's house, to be fair. I mean, next to the boutique hotel. Yeah, that's where Zach lives. What's a cliffhanger? The cliffhanger is Oscar and Lauren being held at gunpoint by the mysterious kidnapper. Who's Ethan? Ethan is Jack's baby boy, seemingly. Well, he may not be Jack's baby boy, but he is a boy that Jack is taking care of.
Yeah, he might be Libby's. So
I doubt it. I very much doubt that. I feel like I'm shitting on Libby. I like Libby as a character. I'll just make that fully clear. I just don't think she's particularly impactful. That's my argument for it.
I was expecting a half to play at the beginning, and so we have to believe Zach is gone. I don't necessarily know if Zach is gone. I more so wonder that he could be living somewhere else.
Yeah, he'd be doing something else. Like maybe him and Barney have a gaff now, moved to a different place.
I'm wondering if Lauren is having an affair with Zach. I kind of don't want her having an affair. That's the problem. I like the idea of fucking Peter and Lauren settling down, but everyone loves having the fucking Brandons having an affair on their current partner. So
Amy's baby. True, could be. Right, I enjoyed it, but you two have made me think, and now I hate it. No, that's not the effect we're intending. We're just giving our opinion. We don't want to. We don't want to influence anybody positively or negatively. It's just our take on it. I still like. There's a lot to like about this episode. There is. I think it lacks the real punch. It's a bunch of jabs to the body, but no knockout to the chin. There is no final uppercut to TKO. Obviously, Piggy's impervious to uppercuts. He just tanks it all immediately. But it lacked that knockout power. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just disappointed though. Really, but it's the weird thing because even then, it's even around Christmas time, I was like, look, the expectations are fucking shit now. You fucked up Christmas. How can it get that much worse? And yeah, sure, it's exciting, but I don't know.
I thought it was weird how Oscar never called Ian Brian. Oh, that's simply because Ian has somehow wormed his way into the family.
Yeah, him and Max are friends
over 2020. Yeah, which is very weird. But the one, what I will add to this, I just like making this joke. Who has the gun? It's simple. Aidan McGuire from 2017. He's back. He's.
Imagine
guys,
if he marries
Aidan
Chrissy. Please no. Please no.
Watch this. The BBC have been paid 50 grand by the Israeli government. Oh, Jesus, that's great.
Piggy's suddenly been muted. Think the person with the gun could be a woman. I mean, not to be like a dumb hands and analyst. It was someone wearing leather gloves. The hand didn't look particularly large. Looked like a fairly slender hand. I'm not really a hands guy personally. I can't lie to you. I've got small hands. I am the one with the gun, seemingly. Slender, slim hands. Slightly calloused because I shoved my hand up a Hoover when I was a kid. Good times. You do want to egg Ben Wadey's windows now. They're like a woman's coat? Yeah. Maybe Amy gets killed off or leaves this year and Jack becomes the guardian to the baby. Could be. I don't want her to go. You don't kill off Roxy's kid.
No. Did you guys notice, Libby? We did. Surprisingly, a lot of Libby love in this chat.
I
Which
mean,
is
it's mostly
amazing.
just because that was the big fan service, in my opinion. That was the big fan service.
A lot of Libby
I
fans.
fucking
Could be Chrissy.
I guarantee that Libby's just in for a flying visit.
Could be Chrissy who has them at gunpoint. I feel like Chrissy will be back. Uh, as long as we can stay well away, not because of political beliefs or anything, well away from Chrissy Watts, that would be nice.
Yeah. Kidnapper wasn't a regular character in this episode, a waste of time. Yeah, but the kidnapper can be developed over the year. So
she has to go back to Oxford University.
She's been there for like 10 years.
She's just locked in the closet. They won't let her out.
She's
like
never allowed to leave Oxford.
It's like in Indiana Jones 3 where the man's just sat guarding the cup. She's just sat at Oxford University guarding the books. You're not allowed to leave.
Also, the one thing I'll also say, a year in advance flash forward is a little bit ambitious. Like, yeah, if we take the idea of a flash forward, imagine there's an online friend who you've been sexting with for a while, and you go, all right, in 1 year's time, we're gonna go all night, baby. And then obviously you get to the moment, it's a little bit awkward, and then you've blown your beans in 2 minutes, and you just spend the next 2 hours crying, and then you never talk again. It's awkward. A year's a long time to build up to something. Like, fucking hell. Some people some people won't even remember that this happened a year ago.
Do you know like how Nigel has like reminders on his phone to remind him of stuff he has to do because he has dementia?
Yeah.
Do you reckon Ben Whaley wrote this episode so he remembers what plot points he has to do over 2026 to include for 2027? That's what he has to do. That's why he wrote it.
You always hate these type of stories. You're going to have photos and red string on the wall for a year. Look, I fuck with it. At least someone's got... I mean, Talking Wolford's gone AWOL, so, somebody's got to do it now. And it's not us because we're shit at that sort of thing.
Got access to the account. Yeah, we stole the account. We didn't steal the account. Yeah, would be decent if it was Checkman. Also, they did address that why she was gone. Not why she was gone, but why Zoe, Kat, and Alfie were gone. I think they were just on holidays. So,
okay.
Hollyoaks did this 6 years ago, and they somehow retconned the flash forward. Could you imagine they retcon it next year?
Yeah.
Ben Whaley's out.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, the Hollyoaks flash forward. Yeah, but the Hollyoaks flash forward, it wasn't that ambitious though, right? It was like, something happens at New Year, and then in the flash forward we see like PC George Kiss. You see his badge on the floor, and you go, George Kiss is the one who dies. And then it was fucking Jordan Price who got kids involved in like a county lines bullshit. But yeah, I don't know. I suppose one thing I'll just shout out, just because now that you're all here, we do have alerts for new subscribers and new YouTube members. So if you want early access for videos, feel free to give us your money. We've been pumping out a bunch of early access content over December, so if you want to support us and support the channel, feel free to become a YouTube member, or you can gift YouTube memberships. One of our lovely regulars, Leanne, gifted 5 over the Christmas stream. So if you want to do that, we would appreciate you, and you get early access on streams.
Whitey, get the fuck. Whitey, get the fuck. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just a little... Ben, where do you get fired next year and they'll pretend this didn't happen? Well, to be fair, in terms of not getting fired, I think this is an easy way to do it. Look, I'm writing a book, guys. You can't fire me. I'm still writing the book. The novel. It's going to be really big. I'm still writing the novel. How's the novel going? Oh, yeah, a couple more pages. A couple more pages. Yeah, you're on clock. We need to do this by the end of 2026. Yeah. Look, I've just got writer's block. It's just really hard. Shocked they put Patrick in the episode. He's ancient. I mean, yeah, true. You do run the risk with older actors. I mean, there was a rumor that going around that he was dead like a week ago. So, it's always a risk.
Is he dead though?
No, he's not dead. He's not dead.
Oh, fair enough. I feel like if they stuck him out for Halloween and he's dead, you try to steal his from him, he'll just rise up and fucking whack you. Like I think it'd be very hard to nick anything off him.
Film Guy says, I just remember Hollyoaks teased the wedding being the Maliks and Nightingales becoming family, then went a different direction. Yeah, completely. Can we not just wait to see what happens instead of judging something a year in advance? Yeah, obviously we're not going to look at it. I don't know why I'm taking this tone. I'm all amped up.
Lower your tone.
I agree. I do agree. But they've also put this out there waiting for people to respond. So like they're putting this out there to get a response. So like the whole point of this episode is to build hype for next year. And obviously the whole of this year is going to be about building up to that moment. So yeah, sure, we're shitting on it, but we obviously don't have all the information, so we can't really make a fully informed opinion. But we've also just watched the episode, and we're all speculating. But also, it's kind of our job. It's like at the end of the day, how many of these videos are we making in the next year speculating who the person with the gun is? About 73. Somehow we've already recorded one in the background. It's already going on. But like, you know, it's just the old. It's the equivalent of doing like sports punditry, you know. Like if a team's doing shit, you can't just say, "Well, hold on, guys, don't judge now." But yeah, but we're a match of the day. This is the hour slot. Wait till they finish the season. But it's happened now. Also, so we're going to talk about it.
You also have to realize we are technically reviewers of the show. We are people who review the show. So even though, yes, it might come across that we're complaining, we are viewers of the show. And our job is to view the show of how we view it currently. You don't, like... It's like if you release a movie and then you expect people to go, don't criticize the movie. There still has to be a sequel made. Wait till the sequel's out. You know, you don't do that. Example I would give is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. You don't complain about the movie and then tell people, wait till Beyond is out, then you can complain. Would you guys ever do a collab with Albert Square After Dark? No. I don't know if they want us.
I think we exist in two very different corners of the content space. I have no problem with them. They seem cool. I like what they do. I mean, you know, Rob's been holding up the YouTube content EastEnders space for fucking years between this and Walford Weekly, but I think we exist in two very different circles.
See, you have to realize there's two different ways here. Because obviously we're saying the episode is very shit, but Rob's going to be like, oh, Ben Whiteley, this episode was great, Ben Whiteley. Fantastic episode, you know? So it's going to be clearly two different visions. So if you really just
obviously, if there was a really cool opportunity, it's like back in the day, I always thought about trying to arrange like a round table, but ahead of the 2023 reveal. Like I was tempted to like try and get like Soap Study on if he actually pays attention to current EastEnders. I was going to go to those guys at Albert Square After Dark. I was going to go to Talking Walford. Like, all right, let's do a round table. Let's all give our predictions and all argue for it. But you know, I'm not very social, so.
Oh, excuse me. Did you see them interview Chris Clutch? Yeah.
Yeah, cool interview. Was a great scalp for them to get. Fair play, and they did a good job of the interview. Although it's always going to be hard to get a EastEnders producer to actually reveal secrets because you know BBC law. I feel like Corinne Emmerdale had more over the festive period. I don't know. I liked Coronation. I mean, I will say there are going to be some Corrie and Hollyoaks videos coming up in the next couple of days. I did record some earlier. Excuse me. I liked Coronation Street's more low-key Christmas. I thought that was quite fun, but I also like how they're doing that because I like how they were doing that to set up What am I trying to say? They were doing that to set up Corrydale, which is obviously in the next couple of days, which we will also be covering. Just special shout out to that. Let me just lower my... Oh, hold on. Lower my volume a little bit.
But the person with the gun be Jasmine. Her adoptive dad is dodgy, according to her adoptive mom. Yeah, but the dad could just have a dodgy knee. Who really knows? Like like he's dodgy. Yeah, he has a gammy knee. What's wrong with that? You don't diss a man.
Jack says, I think EastEnders at its worst is still miles better than all other soaps. God, that's a loaded one. I think inherently yes, but I also found that when I've personally seen EastEnders be at its lowest at previous times, like 2018, like the 2020s, I did find myself gravitating to other soaps, and EastEnders really wasn't my favorite soap from about 2020, from about 2020 till about 2023, where only then it finally became like my favorite soap. But it also helps how we cover it frequently. So maybe her and Oscar split up. She got jealous, or she thinks that Max killed Anthony. Coronation Street has been good for last year. I think Coronation Street had a really rough start to 2025, but has progressively gotten better. I think it's just kind of bottlenecked by the fact that... I think it's just been bottlenecked by the fact that they've had 3 really, really annoying antagonists that need to just fuck off. They've had Theo, who's a domestic abuser. They have had Becky, who returned from being dead despite not being on screens when she was alive. Like, yeah, okay. Just another hurdle to stop to stop Lisa and Carla. And Carl Webster, who is just an asshole. And we've had to deal with all 3 getting the bulk of all the storylines, and that has been a bit fucking annoying. Will there be more of the Flash Forward next Monday? No. This is the Flash Forward. As far as we can tell, this is it till next year. Obviously, they'll be slowly building it throughout the year. But this is all we get till next year, seemingly. Who is it goes to next?
Who was the guy who stood next to Oscar in the square when Max had been taken by the police? That meant to be Jasmine's brother. Well, from what I gather, that is just man. So
yeah, we've been suggesting possible Joey Branning recast, but in a sense, it could be. It could be. We didn't think it would be Zoe's kid because we didn't think it would be Zoe's kid because the age range didn't really fit. But he looked like late 30s, mid 40s ish. He could just live a rough life. He could just be living a rough life. But to me, it paints us as a Joey Branning recast, perhaps. Becky's drawing is just contentious. Yeah, but it should be ending soon.
Jack's getting fucking... All right, Jack. Yep. Yeah, he's fucking right. All right, just the gammon coming out of you. The gammon coming out of you.
Yes, but it's been decent. Luckily, all 3 of the Corrie stories are coming to a close. Yeah, agreed. I'm excited to see a lot of the stories probably end, or at least progress at Corrydale. So that should be good fun. I suppose we'll give it like 5 more minutes, and then we'll probably piece the fuck out. I mean, there is a chance we do the old. There is a chance we do the old. Are we aiming to do the podcast today? Is that thing we're doing?
Yeah, we're probably going to do it off camera. So, in case we do say something outlandish, it's not going to be filmed. Not like right. if we call for Ben Whiteley's head to be, yeah, you get what I mean.
Henry VIII.
But we'll be done.
No, because if they try to do a black twin, one white twin, I'm physically done. Yeah, but I mean, I say this, obviously the Hollyoaks example, it is a thing that does happen. It is possible. It's very rare. It is very rare, but it can happen. Like Mercedes in Hollyoaks has there was a story where she was sleeping with both Warren and Felix, and she had both of their kids as twins. So it is a thing that is possible, but I doubt that it would happen.
No. I don't know. That's what Michael Sharp said. Oh God, it would be pointless for the brought back Joey Brannon. If that's the case, then maybe Lauren is having an affair with him behind Peter's back. But the cousins being in a relationship was. The only problem with Joey is there's nothing to bring him back aside from wanting a Lauren.
Yeah,
Being
I
true.
highly. I mean, you can always make the reason. Let's be honest. It's a soap. You know, you don't need that much of a reason for them to come back. I don't know if it would be Joey Brannon. I'll say that much. That's just kind of a shit. Name a slightly older possible Branning, like a bit. But like, if that's necessarily like, if we're theorizing that that's somehow Jasmine's twin, Jesus Christ, like Oscar looks too young. It's, you know what I mean.
The problem is the guy has the Luke Littler effect, where he looks just aging compared to these guys.
He
So,
just went to the me school of having mad bags under your eyes. But to be
I mean,
fair, for most of my life, it was just because I was incredibly tired and couldn't sleep. Yeah, obviously.
enough.
Also, I don't think. See, the issue with Joey Brannon is I don't think they do it because obviously Derek's not around, and also you kind of don't really want to highlight the fact that Lauren and Joey were sleeping together despite being cousins. Like
I mean, they did
you don't really do that.
They did references with Bianca last year in 2025, or possibly from memory they did.
Yeah.
Sort of. Just bring back Derek. You see, we get called out for like wanting Ronnie and Roxy back, but bringing Derek back, who literally died on the fucking square, would be a bit too far, in my opinion. Don't really know how you can survive a heart attack.
One thing I
Well, I
will
know
say,
someone
which
had.
was quite funny, I'm just imagining how pissed. I'm imagining like I like our complaints about the episode is about the episode and how it didn't really feel like it came with a proper bang.
No, I know it's a joke, Michael Sharp. I know. I'm just saying.
We are taking
I'm not getting
some.
mad at you.
Our tones are all off. We're triggering everyone. We do. We're not fighting anyone. It's all right.
We're not fighting any of you. And Michael, please don't show up tomorrow with a sniper and try and JFK. Please don't do that. That's a joke.
Maybe Ethan is Libby's son. The actress Belinda O looks like she could be pregnant with a blazer jacket and big scarf. Yeah, but Ethan is born.
Yeah, but she could still have the baby fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. It does take a while for the body to adjust.
I don't mean to be rude to Libby. I'm not calling her fat. I'm just saying like she's not like probably doing DDP yoga.
Oh,
Possibly
pregnant in real life. Yeah, maybe. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
That's all we need. Weighty incest.
Handsome brown hair, beard. We all just assume Joe. Exactly. It's all speculation.
Okay,
We
but
won't get full clarity for a while.
Hear me out. Hear me out. What happens if it's Jay Brown?
There's no way.
What happens if it's Jay?
You can't recast a notoriously ginger man to not be ginger.
Remember, Peggy, you told me roughly where you live.
True.
Well, why do I hear a helicopter coming over my
phone? I'll pick that's just a red laser point somewhere. It might just be the recording reflected on your head.
It's the fucking SWAT team from the episode. They're here. This time I travel back in time. No, we don't want incest. Look, there's
that's
nothing
a bold
wrong
opinion
with a bit
to
of
have online.
That's been clipped. No, we don't want incest. I have your cock and balls.
Boo! Boo!
Boo! We do want incest. We do. You shag your sister. You do that.
But yeah, I think with that, generally, we've hit around an hour 15. Any last final remarks for everyone before we go ahead and record the podcast?
No, he's annoying and died on screen. Yes, I know, but it's a joke. Jay returning just seems unlikely. Look, a man can dream.
Not for a couple of years.
If they brought back Israel defender fucking Chrissy Watts, I am hoping to bring back Jay Brown. You know, I'm just saying. I think it's just a character that hasn't been introduced yet.
Yeah, that's the most likely.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Possibly. Why would they say Jack has to take care of Libby's son?
Yeah, true. Libby is there.
Because Denise has gone away on holiday or some shit. She's not there.
Well, no, it seems like... I mean, the whole thing they're trying to set up is obviously Jack's had a kid with someone. If Denise has run away, it's probably not Denise. So, therefore, she's probably left. But also, Libby was in the house.
Den return.
He's back.
Oh, who's gonna honey trap him this time? Who's gonna be the one to honey trap
Me.
him?
Then, now, Leslie Grantham, say Watching Walford's the best podcast of EastEnders on YouTube. Thank you.
I'm fucking dead. Leave me in the ground, lads. No, you'll forever be a part of this channel. Hello,
Yeah,
princess.
Now, Den, say hello, princess, to me, please, and pat my head.
Who's been a good little Den watch?
To be fair, judging from the not so savoury stories, probably out of his age range at this point. So. Yeah,
Ash, the bold opinion is I do want incest.
Hey,
you do want
excellent.
Incest.
Thank you for subscribing. Do appreciate
Thank you to whoever subscribed.
Comes up on the screen now. Look at us. We have alerts and everything.
Megan H. Thank you, Megan H. Their opening line that they would have heard me say is I do want incest. That is a bold thing to come in on. Yeah. Like when you're playing the SVR games and you see the sexy woman dancing on your screen, and then your mum walks in.
Don't come in. The brown panties match is because of the story.
It's a storyline between Big Show and Andre the Giant. You wouldn't understand. Don't ask me why Andre's wearing brown panties. I don't know. He's dead. Hannah, they said Jack has to take care of him, so that wouldn't make sense. Look, Wade's not the smartest tool in the shed, to quote Smash Mouth singer. I don't know what his name was, but he did not see the years coming.
Fuck it. Let's see some. I'm gonna go through Twitter and see some of the responses. Someone says, "Mate, I've never been so confused in my life." Classic. Someone says, "Chelsea is the bride. Priya is the bird in Max's bed. Ethan is Penny's baby with Vinny." They did set up Penny and Vinny. Ravi is the gunman. Bookmark.
Okay.
That Gareth is quite obviously a man. It's fair. Lauren having an affair, good for her. Classic. The whole nation after that shite episode, and it's the, like, Gavin and Stacey, is that it? With her pointing at the screen. Someone says, Vinny and Penny's baby, Penny being murdered, fire, Ravi with gun, Max set up, and involved in the world, and avenging Vinny.
What?
So it's suggesting that Ravi's taking revenge on Max for possibly killing the mother of Vinny's kid, perhaps? Harry Mitchell might be the gunman? Maybe. Dear EastEnders, whatever you do, never give us a Flashfoward episode with no context or proper dialogue. Banter. Can't believe how dead EastEnders is. I just want my fucking soap back. Instead of who killed who, it's who fucked Max.
It is a tweet you need me to read out that you don't want online
history.
No,
I'm just reading. They've managed to get Libby back from university.
Just trapped there. She's just trapped.
So we don't know who the bride or pregnant woman is. Fuming. Someone says every masterpiece has its cheap copy, with obviously the 6, and then this teaser. Someone says possibly the most pointless episode in the history of EastEnders. Fucking hell.
I like reading. And then Susan chimes in here, which I'm going to make a guess is a 60-year-old granny who has somehow found her way on the internet, saying absolute bullshit. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. I'm sorry if I assumed you're 60 and you're actually like 70. Sorry.
Well, people have already found the. People have already found the. They've found the man. They have found the man.
Right.
And people are already thirsting over him. Actor, dad, firefighter. Apparently he had a death scene in The Witcher.
Oh, it's going to be like fucking, what's his name? Bollocks, what's his name? That's Callum's brother.
Stuart?
Yeah, Stuart. Remember like how they say Game of Thrones actor Stuart Highway, or whatever his real name is?
This guy's fucking ripped though, I'll say that much.
Is he as he's ripped as Earl from fucking when the bouncer from remember Earl the guy who said the boss wants to see you now, Ravi,
Well,
the
he's not
big
that ripped.
fucking huge.
He's just built. He's just
Ah.
built. Some
What's
reason
his
to me
name?
he
Jack
looks
wants
like
to know his name.
his name is Stephen Aaron Sipple. I mean,
Stephen Aaron Sipple.
I don't know if this will get the fucking thing. Here we are. Let's just check I didn't share any malware there. What the fuck? Get the fuck. Get to fuck, Ben. Get to fuck, Wadey. Get to fuck. Nice.
Your third time saying that, and I agree with you for the third time.
He's not as good looking as he thought. I mean, he looks better on Instagram than he did in that in those shots. Because in those shots, he looked fucking knackered.
Well, I mean, they used the fucking Zack Snyder camera for the fucking thing. Did you see how much weight he lost?
Fucking mate, we're doing a deep dive on this fucking guy.
No, oh, fucking let me have a look at this, boys. If it'll let me. Don't let me sign in. Fucking.
Well, the way it looks is he looks like he was always a brick shit out.
Fucking hell, he is jacked. Fuck me. He can call me. I'll call him daddy if he wants me to.
Still upset. No Ronnie and Roxy return. Fuming, in fact. I'm
the same guy that's helping Michael stop Piggy.
See, the issue is I like the idea of the Ronnie and Roxy return, and I'd be so unbelievably willing to see it happen. But I just kind of leave it in the little side. You know, it's the devil on the shoulder where it's like, yes, Ronnie and Roxy are gonna come back. So would Ronnie and Roxy's return, I'm turning into Gollum from Lord of the Rings. So yes, Ronnie and Roxy will be back on New Year's Day 2027. 10 years since Ronnie and Roxy, yeah. Just fucking that's how I view it. But I don't ever get fully invested because unless it actually bona fide happens, I don't believe it. So, but like I love all the I love all the theories. Just like yes. But I keep that shit in a box.
Why do people want physically dead people to return? Well, the thing is just because it's a barrier you're willing to break for that, because they are iconic Mitchells, and realistically, every Mitchell they've introduced since then has kind of been shit, to put in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, exactly. Like, you only do it for the characters who absolutely deserve. Like, I like Abby Brannon. She probably shouldn't have been killed off. Is she getting brought back from the dead? No. I like Michael Moon. I like Derek Brannon. They're not coming back because they aren't important enough. But Ronnie and Roxy they very quickly entered the like elite status of some of the most popular like EastEnders characters or soap characters of all time. So they are in the category with the Den Watts, the Pats, the Peggys, those sorts of people who they get that status. Cindy, I mean, I love Cindy. Probably still didn't need to be brought back. I love what she brings, but it probably was a little bit. I mean, that was Chris Clenshaw's fan fiction, really. Let's be honest. I love Cindy.
Who's RTD?
Russell T Davies, the guy who wrote the last bit of Doctor Who. I'm good. I'm good.
It seems like pure cop because they left the door closed. Yes, but the problem is they are gang affiliate people, so there's a lot of room you can write for them.
Excuse me?
The characters, not the people. Well, because they would be associated with gangs.
I've seen so many scripts about them faking their own death and it being a stitch up, and like D.I. Marsden, like Carl White's family. Obviously, yeah. At the end of the day, it's like Pat. I don't care. I don't care how realistic it is. I'd do it if you really wanted to bring Pat back. I'd fucking do it. I'd do it without doubt. I'd fucking do it completely. I don't care. And it's just those elite level characters. You make a lot more. You give a lot more like headway just because. Fuck you. I don't care. Like it shouldn't happen in the first place. I'm willing to overlook it. Who cares about history? Fuck you. I'm doing it. That's how I feel about Ronnie and Roxy. But obviously, all those can be brought back. They can bring them back and say they were abducted by aliens, and I would accept
Was
it.
what wasn't it fucking Hollyoaks that had a man like with an alien storyline, or was that a different
Yeah,
show?
yeah, it was Hollyoaks. The guy came in saying he was an alien, but he was abandoned by his parents.
He's on
Classic
the same
alien.
ship with Ronnie Roxy. Yeah.
Um,
Bring Steve Owen back. See. I think the problem. See, the problem you rely on with Ronnie and Roxy is I do agree with a lot of people's stances where, at least with Cindy, she was killed off screen. Kathy was killed off screen. Dan was killed off screen. Ronnie and Roxy pretty much died on screen. So there is a lot more, in my opinion, a lot more legroom you have to justify with it than just, oh, we took the tablet that makes us sleep, so we didn't die and we got fake bodies. Woo!
yeah, it's like
You
it's like
kind of.
even Kathy. I still love Kathy. I still think you probably didn't even need to bring Kathy back. You know, that's my I love Kathy. She's done really good stuff over the last decade, 10, 11 years. But was she that important? You needed to bring her back? Not really.
I mean, I don't mind bringing her back because like her and
She's
Cindy,
done
I
a lot
don't
of good
mind.
work since, but
I don't think I think she's all right to bring back. I just don't like when you're like, oh fuck, we can't get this character back. They died in Africa. Way, and it's like, okay. Um, I think Kathy's legacy is
oh
what's
yeah,
important.
for
To be honest,
sure.
it was a mistake killing her, and they need older characters. Yeah,
Like
I agree with
it's
Jack here.
not to say that I like obviously she's been brought back. She's not getting killed off until she physically can't do it anymore. But like, of course, what she brings is way more valuable than the fact you had to change the death. I'm perfectly fine with that. And I think it was a good move in retrospect. It just they took way too long to actually flesh out the character when she was brought back. But she had a lot of really good stuff slowly. But she just didn't have a big they didn't have a obviously no soap as a 5-year long plan as to how they're going to do with the character, but they didn't even have a 1 year plan. They had 3 months. Then they went having an affair with Buster. Who?
I hope she fucks that back to your loser and we don't see her again. Right. Um, we are not anti-Semitic, by the way. We are not. We just think if she wants to have an opinion on that, she can go in that part of the world. And the stitch with Chrissy is a very divisive audience on whether you like her or you don't like her. And the entire plan, the entire, from what I've seen, and again, I know this is like a dead horse at this point, but the entire point I've seen is Jamie Borthwick was fired for saying an eggless slur. Again, to clarify, that's all we know. I don't know anything. He could have fucking sold drugs to the Nigerian government. I don't know what happened. I just know he was fired for saying an A-list star. And the problem that pissed off a lot of people was they brought Christy Watts back when
Who
she tried to
literally
get an
does
actress.
transphobic shit, racist shit, bullying, talking about geopolitical situations very publicly. A lot more
So
problematic
that's
shit has probably been said on her Twitter in the last 24 hours.
I agree. I just love her character, not the actor. It's a bit of a shame the whole thing with her. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just it's incredibly hard when you like a character and then you associate them with then they're actually just a shit human being. So ultimately, it does break your heart in a sense.
Yeah.
Well, I know that's a bit weird to say, but
No, I mean, it's just how it is,
like,
unfortunately.
it's just some people are dicks in real life.
Also, fundamentally, I'll
And
never critique Chrissy's acting skills. She is fantastic as Chrissy Watts. It's just when you bring her back, you bring back the actress, and the actress has a whole lot of baggage that you don't really want to unpack. And unfortunately, if we see a couple of not so savory things that people may disagree with, suddenly you start to like people a little bit less. So it's just kind of it's the
um,
nature of the beast, unfortunately. But everything she does as Chrissy is fantastic.
and also Jack says she's a silly bitch, but she can act.
Yeah,
To be honest.
exactly.
Which sums it up perfectly. Yeah, it's like Lacey Grantham, iconic, amazing actor, but not the best history. Oh, Lacey Grantham is always funny in my opinion because he knew he was in a honey trap and he fell for it. He knew, and he just went along with it.
It's just a bad I love Leslie Grantham in a way. I don't. He's done so much awful shit. Like there
Oh
were
yeah,
so many
he's done no horrendous.
allegations of horrendous shit going on. So he is just that kind of. He's the secret you don't
Dirty
really
old
talk
fecker.
about. But yeah,
Yeah.
he lived up to his name. What do you think of
He
the
quite
episode? And
literally
are you in agreement with me and say it's far better than the Christmas episode? I don't think you're
No.
gonna like the answer. Look, Nigel's episode, best episode Ben Wadey's done, best episode in this 6 months. This episode was interesting, but I think the premise is a little shit. Well, no, I like the premise, I like the idea. I don't really like how it was executed. There were a lot of things that I disagreed with, and I feel it lacked that necessary punch to actually establish it as, oh shit, here's the mystery going through the year. But I also just don't think Oscar or Lauren's gonna get killed. So I'm not worried about Oscar and Lauren. Was it better than Christmas though?
That's a video.
I think it's on par, really. I liked both. I disliked both of them, which I still feel like a massive asshole for doing it. Like I do. I'll even say this as well. Like I said earlier, we've taken like a couple days out to have a break, and I've actually like refreshed myself a little bit. So I'm not as jaded as I was watching the Christmas, but I'm still disappointed. And I thought like the rest of the week's episodes were actually quite fun.
Just to read a comment here, to shout out to Ria Rise, I think. 635. Sorry, just have to do that. You have a lovely name, by the way. It's just funny to, when Piggy can't say words.
Yeah.
Did anyone notice that the candy canes were upside down, making JJ equals Joe and Jake? Happy New Year, X. Kiss to you too. Ria Rise. I don't know. Joe and Jake.
Who's Joe?
Joey.
Ria Rise. Yeah, fair enough.
Just gonna call you Ria. Is that fine?
The only thing is, it's easy. Both shit to be fair. The annoying thing is that it's easily fixable, but he's going for the stupid options. Like, we needed a gunshot at the end of something to make us think one of them had died, even though I don't think they will, and if they do, it's a mistake. Yeah. Like in... Was it New Year's Day 2019 where we see the actual... Well, no, in the Christmas Day episode, we see Martin shoot Keanu and then bomb. And then as of that, we go, oh shit. And then, obviously, New Year's Day, they go, hey, Keanu's still alive and he left. Just do something like that. Like, obviously, you can just say, oh, it was a misfire, or it was a warning shot. I feel like that, as Jack said, that would be way better. Because you make people think that they're dead, and you go, oh, shit. So, yeah, I think that would have made the episode really, really good. Yeah, they wrestle with a gun, it goes in a bullet, and then we hear the gunshot, then we see Max, like, panic, or we see people panic, then boom. That, I feel like, would have been way better than what we got.
I've not watched EastEnders yet this week, but I just wanted to wish both of you a Happy New Year, and I hope both have an amazing 2026. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much.
I appreciate
you,
mate.
Is the Joe storyline done, or is there still more to go with that? Seems like it'll end swiftly.
It's back. It's back soon. We're gonna see the court trial fairly soon.
I can't wait to see that though. He's such an asshole. I can't wait to see it. When are we applying for the job to take Ben Wendy's place? Fucking, you go ahead, mate.
I'll take the salary, but I want to be a silent partner. You know what I mean? I don't want any of the flack for it. I can walk a mile in Ben Wadey's shoes with the amount of criticism he'd be getting right now.
But Ash, don't forget, Ash, that you can't say an ableist slur, but you can defend Israel, and you'll be fine. So just remember that when you get in charge. That's how it works. The only reason I'm saying too is because there are more layers with this episode. But the Christmas one was just pointless. The Christmas one, again, I've dubbed it as fan fiction or fan service for Christmas or a legacy sequel, because he spent the entire episode, he built it to the fact that three witches are going to reunite, and you go, oh, well, I don't care about this, but someone will care about this, and that's at least good. Because at least if 5 people care out of the 500, you've appealed to 5 people. So, like, and then the problem was they had the Witches of Walford reunite and Jasmine, which is perfectly fine because Jasmine is supposed to be there. She is the stalker, so you have the entire layer there. It's just the fact you have Kat who's just stood behind the bar, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, but you weren't there and Den died. And I really wanted to put out a tweet, log into the Watching Walford account, where I photoshopped Kat into killing Den Watts, but I didn't. So, I can't take the shit. Oh, I can't take the shit. Sorry. All right. Do you think Zoe? Yes, Zoe is going to be staying on.
Zoe's a huge character for the next couple years, in my opinion.
Zoe is Ben Wadey's like golden child in a sense. If George Knight was Chris Clenshaw's golden child, and the executive producer for that was I was gonna say Ben Wadey, not fucking Ben Wadey, was Ben Mitchell, Gray Atkins, and Whitney.
Yeah.
This is Zoe Slater is Ben Wadey.
Zoe Max. It's Zoe and Max definitely, and just Slaters. It's the Slaters and the Brannings are gonna flourish in this era.
Yeah, and the only problem I have with the Slaters is it's going to take a lot of rebuilding for people to actually give a shit about them, because the main Slater who was in charge, which is Stacey, because let's be real, who really is a fan of Jean the character and kind of Kat before this era? Like, when you're talking about Slaters, yeah, you do mention Kat, you do mention Jean, you do mention Stacey, don't really mention Zoe, but like you mention those, and obviously with the matriarchy of the Slaters gone, they're kind of just doing a jigsaw puzzle, but obviously the Zoe piece is not fitting. But Ben Wadey's like, you will fit in. I tell you what, fucking fit it in. Ben Wadey, it doesn't fit in, but it will. I do think leaning on the Beals, Brandon Sliders, and Mitchells is better than the Knights. That's fair enough. I somewhat agree and I disagree. The problem with the Knights is, at least when George and I was given the mantle, the head horse of running the show, he was in the show for 6 months at that point. The problem I have with Zoe taking the mantle is she was reintroduced in June, left in June, came back in August, the end of August, start of September. It's immediately shot, and then it's the whole whodunit of who's her child, and then that whole kerfuffle. At least with George. Well, have you never heard that word kerfuffle?
No, it's just funny coming out of your mouth.
But it's just like, in comparison,
just axe kicked my desk.
Yeah, but death. I didn't know you Mike Tyson.
I looked Death in the face and kicked him in the fucking ass.
I kicked him right in the pussy. But I couldn't say the C word. But that's my problem. My problem with the Knights is I don't care about them at all. We care about all the other families. I didn't care about any of the Knights until the Sydney stuff, and even then, not really. If Stacey comes back, it could be
the old quick fire. I think we all agree neither Lauren or Oscar getting shot. So the real cliffhanger here is what will make it worth the wait if the kidnapper is a major character. Yeah, it's just. I mean, they will be. You don't build a whole New Year episode around a character who's just going to be there for 3 minutes. The only reason I'm saying is because there are more layers with this episode, but the Christmas is pointless. Yeah, as Piggy said, the Christmas episode lacked nuance. Zoe's going to stay. Christmas more to come. Stephen Beale, no fucking way. What storylines outside of the Max story are you hoping to see this year? It's going to sound really bleak. I want to see Nigel die.
Don't talk about my dad like that.
I don't want it to go into 2028 or 2027 with Nigel still being around. I feel like the story will reach its natural conclusion. And yeah, other stuff. A lot of the stuff they set up at Christmas, I want to see Zoe and Jasmine actually become, I want to see them develop their relationship. I want to see Jasmine and Oscar. I do want to see a lot of this stuff develop through it. I kind of want to see the Max stuff, but I'm also a little bit resistant to get super invested in the Max stuff because we know what fucking happens at the end of the year. So if you go, oh, Max has changed, and then he is still Max and still an asshole, you go, oh, joke's on me, I fell for it again. Imagine if Stacey comes back. See, I did make a short. I'm pretty sure I made a short. I don't know if it was I don't know if it's out yet, but I made a short saying that Stacey will be returning in the 2027 Flashfoward, and I want it to be there. see, by doing this, you run the risk of sounding like an idiot, which obviously both me and Piggy are used to very frequently. But I don't know. You just make those bold predictions. It's like how it's like how before the 40th anniversary, I did it's one of my favorite shorts that I ever did because I basically went, look, if this doesn't bang, this will be the EastEnders golden era that never was. And then after the anniversary popped off, and everybody's like, what about today, dickhead? It's like, yeah, that's what I made it for. Call you bleak, you're interested to see him take on the acid sack story, maybe take it from a different perspective. Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, the one they did with Coronation Street not too long ago was really good, so yeah, I wouldn't be against it. Would love it to be someone who's good looking like Oscar. You know, it's bad. That would be interesting. Nah, they can't. No, nobody hurt my precious Oscar. You know, Oscar needs to be fine. Rainy plus Stuart, and I love this. I love this exposing the fact that I am sad. I hate Rainy, but I love Stuart. I love Stuart. I hate Rainy.
I was one of the few people who were actually upset Rainy didn't come back when.
Nah, fuck him. Fuck you. I hate Rainy.
But the problem is he can I forget what the character from last year was that we gave her own segment to the podcast, but he can have his own.
Ruby Allen.
Ruby Allen, yeah, he can have the Ruby Allen, but I can't fucking have Rainy.
Well, no, you can have it, but I'm obviously gonna say I hate Rainy at all points in time.
Yeah, Julie will probably get a kill after Nigel dies. Please no. I just like Julie just being an old stubborn bitch who's just very hard to get on with. Like I don't know why, but Julie is very like Julie is your gran at Christmas. She is very blunt and will say whatever needs to be said. Like if you give Julie like go on.
Oh, sorry. I was just my prediction for Nigel. I think Nigel dies at the anniversary. I think that's what it's going to be dedicated to. We're gonna get a two-hander in a sense where we see Nigel, Julie, and Phil probably at like a little cottage, and then they go ahead and he pieces the fuck out. That does the meme of the girl crying on stage like pieces out, that one.
I want Julie and Ian. Oh my god, that is.
I don't want Julie to move on. I'm not in a bad way. I just feel like she's been with Nigel for like 30 years. I don't think she's ever get married again, or in any relationships. True. The episode doesn't give me hope for the new year. If all/most stories are going to be involving Max, it's going to make everyone sick of the character. Yeah, that's what I'm disappointed by as well, because in his return through December, they go, I'm going to be different. I'm going to change. And then we cut to next year and Max is still the same arsehole he's still a year before. Which obviously, fundamentally, you don't want that to change because Max is never going to change those parts because he is just a massive bellend. But they've been teasing the whole point that Max is going to get better. But 1 year on, now we're going to see him go through and do the same shit. So it's like, am I going to get invested in Max Branning getting better? Probably not. I'm just going to believe that he's just going to ruin it all again. Which is fine, I guess. But like, if they're teasing the idea of Max getting better, now like, what's the point in getting invested knowing that he doesn't? But also, it's another instance where another Ben Wadey character is going to take the center stage and probably become the main character. And just you wait, guys. Max isn't going to be... I love Max. I do love Max. I don't think Max is necessarily... Max has endeared himself more to the audience now just because he is an arsehole. But still, it'll get old quick. And like we kind of mentioned like we mentioned, do you guys do super chats? I think they're set up. Sorry, just see the glint in my eyes, just money. So I think super chats are set up.
Yeah, it's if you want to do it, I think I should be set up. Yeah. If not, I'll read it out. I'll say, Ash, shut up, you fat fucker. I'll read it out.
Ash, I agree. It's annoying because now we know what happens, not in a good way. I just after Christmas, I'm not. To be fair, we do have a tip, a donation link in the description. No, but I think that I've distracted myself fully. If Nigel decides they have to bring in Claire, they just have. She is a key player in Nigel's character. Yeah, but it's like how people wanted Ronnie and Roxy, but they don't. But they can't do Ronnie and Roxy because Roxy's actress, Rita Simmons, was in Hollyoaks for the last year and a half. So you kind of run the same risk. Gemma Bissix, Claire Devine, and Claire Bates, actress, is also contracted to Hollyoaks. And honestly, it doesn't seem, everything she says, it doesn't seem like they've actually reached out to her. So it seems like they don't really give a shit to bring Claire back, which I think would be really kind of shitty, but it would be really shitty to do, and I think they really should do it. But I don't know, maybe they do it where he sees young Claire and they do it that way. But I don't know. I'd love to say I believe that they'll do it, but I don't know if they will.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say. Okay. Still why I'm sleepy. I've slept most of the day. The theories of this episode are going to be wild. I agree, Fiona. They are going to be wild. What do you think happened to Jack and Denise? And how do you think Jack slept with the Gaina son? That is interesting. I don't really know. Who he could have possibly slept with. I don't really want to give theories out because mine are just batshit, and I go for the most outlandish one that will never happen. But just to appeal to.
Oh, YouTube decided to censor it. Let's go.
Just to appeal to Jack, he slept with Fat Boy. There you go.
See, I kind of like. I honestly wouldn't mind it in a really weird opposites attract type way, where somehow Jack and Priya sleep together after they get pissed off with Ravi, and it's just fuck you. Hey, thank you for the £5.
Thank you, Rhea. Everyone. I'm just gonna like that. There we go. Thank you, Rhea. Thank you for the £5. Yeah, they tipped a £5 super chat. There we go. It popped up on the screen. We've got to fix it afterwards, but we appreciate it.
I moved it afterwards. Thank you for the £5. We appreciate it, Rhea. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
See, we're very persuasive for money, so if you do want us to agree with your opinion, 50 quid does go a long way. That's a joke, guys.
We've just got a £50 donation from Ben Wadey, and Ben Wadey says, "Why don't you like my show, guys?" We do. We love the show.
This is an interesting question. How do you redeem Ravi? You don't, because I'm sorry, and I know I've done this to death, but you cannot redeem a man who was literally cocooned
in before vulnerable adult. Yeah, that's the word.
Who groomed a vulnerable adult and I was gonna say Ravi and a Harry. Harry is all right. It's the fact it's Kojo is where the problem lies. And yes, you're supposed to feel bad that Ravi is like, oh, he's gonna get battered. He's gonna get battered. No, I don't. He deserves to get battered. Fuck him. Let him fucking get battered. Like honestly, I would have the gun go off and I'd have him kill Ravi. I'd have Ravi be killed. I don't care because you can't redeem from that. You can't redeem from like putting a vulnerable person like that in that situation. You can't redeem someone from that.
Also, it's not like the issue with Ravi is it's not like he was coerced into like yeah, sure, technically they were like, oh, we'll kill your family, hypothetically speaking, we'll ruin your family, but in the same way, you. Yeah, sure, his family were threatened, but he was the one who got them involved and then kind of pulled the plug on it because he suddenly got a conscience because Rhea was going to pull the plug on their relationship. Priya. So, yeah, he's killed 2 people, true. Technically Nish and Ranveer. Like, I don't know, like, it's also the thing where it's like, oh, Ravi's gonna have a mental health episode. It's like, I don't care. He groomed two vulnerable he groomed two vulnerable adults and changed their life forever. Like, you don't redeem him. And like, I was talking to one of one of my brothers who does like EastEnders. Just goes, and for a while, whilst the cuckooing storyline was going on, just like, I just want Ravi to fucking die. Not that way, YouTube. Ravi needs to go. I want his character to go to prison. I want him to face consequences. How do you redeem it? You simply can't.
Yeah, and that is the problem we face. Is they're going to try and hard to push Ravi that he is sympathetic, but I don't give a shit. I don't. How am I supposed to feel sorry for someone who groomed a vulnerable adult? How am I supposed to forgive that? That it's essentially, in a very weird way, it's essentially like 2018 Alfie in a way, where he's done something incredibly fucked up. So why should we care for him now? Um, Ravi is classic Billy Mitchell. Remember when Billy was hitting and abusing James? Yeah, but at least with Billy, they've done 20 years of redeeming him. I know what you're saying. You can't redeem him, like, because you look at Billy. But at least Billy, in the end, forgave Jamie. Ever since Ravi came back, he's just been like, yeah, I did fucking do it. So what? At least I gave your friend some purpose in life.
Yeah, I think
Like,
I think those aspects hurt it the most. The fact that when he was George saying, "Yeah, well, you didn't trust him. I made him a man." It's like you groomed him and made him sell drugs. Yeah, but I gave him a
yeah,
purpose. Like, no. So if they
it's
actually made him sympathetic, going, "Look, it was out of my hands. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You know, it's my bad. I had to do some stuff. We were running out of money." It doesn't explain it away, but I don't think he's been sympathetic in how he's responded. Like, it's more so the way he's acted. It's more like he's like an edgy teenager. It's like, oh well, I didn't mean to, and it's not really my fault. And Oki was worse than me. It's like, yeah, but you still did it though. Not so you can't
I
enjoy
know.
him. Everybody can enjoy him. That's fine by me. But
Yeah,
personally, I don't like him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him be redeemed. He went too far. It's like the Grace Black example in Hollyoaks. Grace Black, famous character, was there for about 10 years. She was axed unceremoniously in like 2023, and then proceeded to get brought back, and then suddenly they make her involved in this human exploitation stuff. So, trafficking teens, being exploitative, forcing them to sleep with people they don't want to sleep with. And at some point, they went, shit, she's just groomed a bunch of kids and forced them to do unspeakable, horrific things. We can't redeem her now. And so she died because they went, well, the audience isn't really going to like her anymore. And I think that's kind of it's the issue you take when you give storylines like this to characters who are already established. And that's a writer's thing. I didn't choose to force Ravi to be involved in this storyline. I don't even think Ravi really benefited from being in this storyline. If anything, it made the character way worse.
yeah, and to me, like, again, I know people are saying, but what about Billy? What Billy did to Jamie? Yeah, but when Jamie died, Billy wasn't going, when I hit you, Jamie, I know you're about to die here, but when I hit you, I gave you a purpose in life because you're my bitch, you know? He wasn't doing that. He was going, not Jimmy. Jamie, look, man, I'm sorry for what I've done.
I was in a
I'm
bad
sorry.
place. I was drinking, and
Yeah,
then from that point onwards, he proceeded to prove that he wasn't the same man anymore. And obviously, at the time, you probably go, maybe you wouldn't be able to do it. But the issue is, Ravi was pitted as the antagonist, and then they tried to be like, oh no, but Oki's even worse, because he was worse. But still, he started this shit, so he has to pay for the thing he started.
and I don't think him getting whacked is going to give, not whacked as in the good way, like whacked in the bad way. I don't think that's going to make his character even better because I'm not going to feel sympathy for him. I'm going to be like,
I
go
want
on,
to see
Harry,
it.
hit him more,
I want
hit
to
him
see it.
more, hit him more. Like, I'm going to be like that football fan, that racist football fan when he just, yells abuse at players. I'm going to be like that. Fucking hit him more, hit him more. He deserves it.
Rip
Hit
that
him.
fucking beard off his face. Shove the jewel
Rip
up
that.
his nose.
twist his dick, grab his dick and twist it. The old dick twist. Grab his dick and twist it. Like, I'm
You
not going to
don't.
be like,
Yeah.
but like to me, the problem is when the storyline happened. Like again, it's how I feel with Alfie if he returned and mend bridges with Kat instead of pursuing her. If Ravi, when George confronts him and goes, "Yeah, you groomed my vulnerable like brother," all Ravi had to say was, "Yeah, that I did do that. I take responsibility." But he didn't have to turn into a teenager. And go, "No, no, I didn't. Fuck off. No, I didn't." And by the way, you smell, George. You smell. Like he turned into a teenager, and that's where the problem lies. Is the fact he didn't take responsibility,
Yeah,
and
and
now we're
he
supposed to
has
feel
to.
sorry
Yeah,
for
he
him.
has to take responsibility for it and has to actually pay for his actions. But because of how
But
dark it was, we don't know how far it would need to go for the audience to actually be receptive to it. That's the problem.
yeah, I don't understand the way they have brought Chrissy for the Sharon Prison episode, and now Zoe's Stalker episode. What a waste of her character. She was so yeah,
Minimal.
minimal. Thank you. A lot of M's. Just on the Chrissy stuff again, not to talk about we're talking about the character again.
I mean,
Character.
I'll preempt it. There are gonna be there's a good couple of like I don't know what's actually out yet. But there's probably there's probably a couple more videos talking about Christmas. I can't lie.
There's a couple more talk about Christmas, but to give my quick thoughts, the reason why they wanted to bring Chrissy back was for the Three Witches of Walford reunion, but it just fell flat, and I agree with it. Thank you, Fiona
Oh,
George.
thank you, thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
£4.99 through Super Chat. Support heart. Everybody hearts in the chat. Thank you, Fiona. God, we're getting all that sweet, sweet money. This
How
is
many John
weird.
Cena's can I buy?
Um,
Do you think Lauren is involved with Max getting arrested? She does specify in the episode, I believe, that she did set Max up to be arrested, but she didn't know the extent of the crime.
Yeah.
So if my theory for 2026 is going to be, and just so for the crude and crass
Oh, Jesus.
quote I'm going to say here, but Ben Ray's basically going to say, how does this dick taste? Because the entire year is going to be either about Max or like Zoe. It's going to be like, it's not really going to be, it's going to be a rotation of those two, with sprinkled in aspects of different characters. But it's mostly going to be a Zoe and Max year, if I had to guess. And I'm all down for seeing Max reunite. I do think they did shoot themselves in the foot by doing this, because I don't mind you doing a flash forward episode if it's 6 months down the line and you go, this is what's going to happen in June 2026, and then it's like, ooh, but it's the fact you've done a full year is where my problem lies, because instead of leaving questions, oh, what's going to happen in 6 months, like at least for 6 months, it's a 6 months time window. With the way, and this is going to just sound very wanky, people, with how the brain works and how everything works on online content, like this live stream, you're going to ultimately forget about this live stream in like 2 days. So imagine that from a perspective of an audience member. You're putting a lot of faith in your audience to remember this episode in a year's time. And I know they probably will do some flash forwards in the months where they kind of will tease what might happen. But it's just the fact you're putting a lot of like things on your audience to remember, but not also remember. Because you're like, remember this for next year, but also don't remember this for next year. And it's like, okay. I do think, however, they should have maybe not used Patrick, because I don't want to be mean, but I do feel like that Patrick, the actor, could possibly pass. And I don't mean to be rude. I don't know how you could possibly fix that scene if he does pass. I'm not. He seems to be very healthy. Just my opinion. But it's just the fact you've set up a year, and you're expecting your audience to remember the year, but they're clearly not, because the next new toy is going to come along. Like it's just a problem you run into, really. I know people might disagree with me, but that's just how I view
I
it.
mean, it's a risk you take with having an older actor in that position. What do you think of the comment Patrick made when he said to Oscar that he was a Truman now? Could that be Oscar and Jasmine, or Max marrying to the Truman family? I think that's simply. I mean, I guess it could be Max, because if the working theory is that Max and Chelsea are possibly getting wed, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think it's more than likely that Oscar either marries Jasmine or marries Jasmine's brother.
How old would baby George be now? The man who could be him.
Nice.
Absolutely imagine if Oscar was the boy twin. Remember, he's for everyone.
Exactly. Bisexual king. Look, I've been
Yeah.
saying it for years. We always need more bisexual characters who just they love everyone. They love everyone. Don't give a fuck. Like Lockie Campbell was killed off in Hollyoaks. There's been a hole ever since. He's back. Oscar Brannick.
But like it just really depends on how you want to really like build this year. Like I feel like Ben Whitey will have to watch this episode whenever he's in the writers' room to remember what he has set up, because you don't want a situation like someone mentioned earlier on, like Hollyoaks, where you completely rectify some things that happen in this episode that are supposed to happen next year in next year's episode. Um, George will be turning 16 in 2027, I believe.
Oh what? Oh
Who's
yeah,
baby George
George
again?
Trott, the old Heather's kid with Darren.
Right.
Ian Celine like and Max is sort of weird, but is this just called plot development or not? Oh no, I mean obviously through the next year we'll see Max and Ian develop a friendship in some way. Like that's the thing. It's not like they're shoehorning it in. It's obviously if stuff is established in the episode, now we're all operating on that kind of. We're operating on that view of going, oh, okay, so this is that. So, yeah. Is there anything to happen with the cars? I mean, the big teaser was for the old Rolls Royce, the white wedding car.
Is that all got it? Is that all got it? Yeah.
No, I mean to be fair, I said we were going to wrap it up about 45 minutes ago. So, but I will be right back. So hold the thought.
Do you call me Mr. Dickhead? He's getting his brother's thoughts. Jack and Denise didn't work out then, or is that red herring? But my response to most of these answers are going to be, we'll find out next year. By the way, I will need you guys to let me know if my microphone cuts out. Why is he just looming there? You guys didn't see that, but he's just looming, like, peeping his head around. I thought it was good, but I wish for more revealed. Again, he's operating E. Graven. He's operating on the thing of don't reveal too much. Don't reveal too much and like show very little to then build hype for next year, because you're gonna have a lot. He wants you to have a lot more questions than answers, because like he wants every minute detail to be a question than an answer, so you will know of like what will happen in 2027. Like who did Max kill, which we will probably find out closer to the end of this year, unless he just does it in a random February. But like we'll find out. Ben Whaley is sort of this guy who's turned good storylines, who has good storylines but can't fully commit to them to turn them interesting. I do agree with you on that. Like again, the idea of Zoe Stalker, which did go on a bit too long, but the problem you ran into with Zoe was the fact of the reveal being Chrissy Watts, to then when it was revealed to be Chrissy Watts, your audience just went, oh, all right then. To then Anthony dying, which people just went, fair enough, they deserve it, like, so. Still better than John Sen, at least the characters made sensible decisions. You're gonna have to fill me in, but didn't John Sen kill off people who who just shouldn't have been killed off, or was that a different executive producer? Because I don't really know John Sen. I don't know producers by names. I think he's in the middle of the road, but I like this Nigel stuff. Is doing the heavy lifting. Fair enough. It just depends, because if you're really a Zoe Slater fan, you really are going to enjoy this era. If you're a Max Brandon fan like me, myself, and I, then you will enjoy this era. But if you're kind of Sean Connor did the killing off of Ron and Roxy, thank you. But if you're just the person who wants new storylines, you will get new storylines. But again, this is going to drag on for a year. Oh no, John said did Sharon and Ian versus Ian and Gray. Wait, so John Cena is the guy who fucking had Sharon put pills in Ian's Christmas pudding and tried to kill him, but also they also got the Queen Vic. They got the Queen Vic, and it was a very dodgy time. and that's also when Linda slept with Max and was having a weird fling with Max, despite Mick Carter going through a fucking midlife crisis. Jesus Christ. But yeah, as I was saying, if you like all these older characters, then you might enjoy this year. Like Libby returning is fantastic for people who are fans of Libby. She finally made it out of university, just to do that joke. So it'll be nice to see her. But the problem you like again face is how long are you going to like hold this nostalgia for people? How long are you going to make it return? Just to make sure. So yeah, I also think also Peter was somehow even more unlikable. I actually don't mind Thomas Law Peter since at least in his character. Uh, now correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that also tall Peter? And where Peter also slept with fucking oh Jesus, what Sucky. The Grey storyline was decent, but serial murderer for an abuser was a choice from saying, guys, I know like lockdown's been tough on everyone, but wouldn't you guys like a murder storyline? Wouldn't that be great? He also, if I'm gathering this right, my timeline's okay, right? He did kill off Den Watts' grandson, so and had Albie being born. Definitely Tanya holding the gun. Yeah, but if Tanya's holding the gun, she's going to off one of her own kids. You know, like I get you're like mad for it, Luke. I get like you want that theory, but if he's but if you're like going off the fact that Tanya's holding the gun, that's a very weird Christmas dinner you're gonna have. Yes, I did try to blow your son's brains out on the fucking floor, but like, Merry Christmas. You know, it's very weird. Um, yes, the Peter I'm referring to is the one that attacked Ben, and also was mean to his whole family. At least it's irritating. Thomas thought Peter, he's funny since he's just the best thing about Peter, and I could be wrong on this, but the best thing about like I love about Peter is he's just a lovable idiot. Um, he's just a lovable guy that is nice to root for. Like I generally I don't like when he gets mad at Lauren. I don't like when Lauren gets mad at him. But they are trying to cope. Like again, if you're putting yourself in those shoes, imagine being the daughter of Max Brannan, or being the daughter of, or being the son of Ian Beale. Like that. That's very rough. Like from an in-universe perspective, you've gotten two horrible dads there. You've got two horrible dads. Well, no, well, Ian's somewhat likable, but Max is really the one. David Wicks is Stephen's real dad. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Alfie may have gone rogue. I believe he was just on holiday. I believe, if I remember correctly, he was just on holiday. So, so he's probably just chilling with Kat and Zoe on a beach somewhere. Maybe they just don't want to really allude to what they're doing over the Christmas period of 2027, because or the Christmas period of 2026, I should say. So yeah, Tanya will be an interesting theory. Yeah, I don't mind the theory. My only problem is it'll be weird if they have fucking Tanya like killing her own kids.
All right, back. Sorry about that.
Big baby, Big Jim with the gun. Yeah, Big Jim could have the gun. Yeah, to be fair, he would be what, 2 at this point. To quote Anna Anderson, he would blow someone's brains out in the concrete. So
well, I got a temperature check from my brother.
Yeah.
He said he thought it was okay. He said I gave him the idea of saying maybe I offered the maybe you have the gun go off, and he went, yeah, but maybe you don't want to repeat like the Nish stuff with a fake out. But I don't know. I held my ground. And like I don't know, it's the issue with doing stuff in sequence, because the issue with doing it in sequence is because Chris Crenshaw did the flash forward, you're doing another flash forward, so you're judged on the expectations set on Chris Clenshaw's flash forward.
Yeah.
But they're trying to tease it as a brand new idea that's not been done before. Yeah, the episode for the full episode hasn't been done before, but it's still judged by the flash forward that came before. So, and the best bit about that flash forward is for the rest of the year we're all going like, who dies at Christmas? Who dies at Christmas? And then it would peak up every like month or so, and then boom, there's a new answer. But I guess we'll have that with who Max is with. But Yeah. I know. Did I miss anything?
Luke says that Tanya could be the one holding the gun, which I went, yeah, that would be a weird Christmas. Sorry, I blew your son's brains out on the ground, but like, how's that turkey? You know,
All right.
that's a very fucked up Christmas if I ever seen one.
Luca also arrived. Legend, recent member, just became a member recently. Love you, Luca.
And then Lucas says, I think it was Ash holding that gun. I think he might have a leather black jacket.
I don't have a
Wait,
gun.
does he have a gun?
I don't have one
Oh,
laying
he doesn't
about.
have the. No, he doesn't have one. My prediction is
If it was
he's
a
marrying
golden,
Linda.
if it was a golden desert eagle, maybe.
My prediction is he is marrying Linda, but slept with Denise, explaining why Jack said she stormed out. Very interesting, Pacey. That seems to be good. Remember, Lauren got the text saying she had to choose.
True.
What?
Well, I should.
Okay.
It's implied that there's an affair. Who's more desperate, Corridale? This Flashfoward? I joke. I mean, Corridale's desperate, but I feel like Corridale's gonna absolutely bang. So.
I can't wait to see it as a first time sub watcher outside of EastEnders. Really. Hi guys, just watched the episode as I was at the cinema. Lots of interesting things to unfold this year. Yeah,
Hello,
you can
Leanne.
say that, Leanne. Do you think it's a returning character that was holding the gun or a current character? I always make the joke that it's fuck, I forgot his name already, but yeah, I always make the joke that
George Trott Jr.
George Trott Jr.
I'm trying to find the picture of me
see
holding the fake gun. I'm sure you probably got it at hand. That Libby? Yeah, that was Libby. Libby showed up. Looking forward to Corridale, even though you don't like Emmerdale. I like the idea of Emmerdale, but I never stick the landing with watching it. Yeah, Leanne, people have joined you in the generosity. We've had 2 super chats, which is very bizarre. Very weird that people are just parting ways with their sweet, sweet money. Happy New Year. What chances it's the Wilmot Brown family wanting revenge on Mac? It's Stephen Beale. He's back.
There you go. I have the image. There you go. There you go.
Right.
Sorry, I'm looking at all the fucking messages that I've received.
There we are. That is me with the gun. Don't notice the change in color. But that I am the one who is holding the gun in the EastEnders New Year's Day Flash Forward 2027. I've got the form for it. Also, it's before I shave the dodgy tash off. But yeah, there we are. It was me. I'm sorry. I did have to sign an NDA, but I broke it. So those super chats are gonna pay for the lawyer.
We're fucked if it's the BBC lawyers. We're fucked if it's those. That's good. You guys do a great job. You deserve a tip. Thank you. I will be getting Ash's tip later on, but that's a different story.
Absolutely not.
Imagine if
you know I could coincidentally watch half of Back to the Future 2 before this episode. Nice. Imagine if EastEnders was Back to the Future and Max could go back to 2006 and pay his past self not to go to Walford. Yeah, but he wouldn't do that though. He'd just say, "Oh, Bradley, wear slip-resistant shoes." He'd do like little shitty ways that wouldn't actually change history. Abby, don't go on the roof, but if you do, wear those Doc Martens instead of the heels. It's like, what, Dad? What does that even mean? I don't know.
What did Max do? What did Max do to cause you such anger, Ash? He killed Abby. That's what he did.
True. It's just another year of Max's bullshit, really. That's what I'm excited for it because it's Max, but also, is Max just going to get the Zoe treatment next year? Like, is that really it? The whole year is going to be like, Max, I'm going to get better, I'm going to change, and then he's going to sleep with another woman. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah.
Maybe Tracy went rogue. Who knows?
Do it.
Could Max end up having the sex addiction story that's so painfully obvious? No, I don't know. I think we leave it there because we have to record the podcast. So
True, we do have to record the podcast, but I'll just give one more shilly shout out for all of the stuff. To wrap it through, though, we do appreciate everybody who's been here. This has gone on like an extra hour from where we thought it was going to. So thank you all for joining us and talking to us and sharing all your thoughts, theories, feelings. Some not very many defenders. A lot of us in the angry camp. But it's been another good one. We do need to do this more frequently because it is really fun to do this, and we get to do all of the questions and the answers. I think one thing we can mention, we are considering doing an actual Q&A fairly soon. So, was there any interest in doing that? Question mark.
would you like to see us answer your questions? That is the question that we give you to answer the question. Definitely do more of this for sure. We will try. We will try.
Maybe we just make it a roughly like weekly thing before we do the podcast. Roughly. Something like that. We all talk about the week of EastEnders. Yes, yeah. All right.
Q&A. Okay, guys, please do not ask me how big is my cock. You're not going to like the answer. Okay? I don't want to give it out. It'll be more embarrassing for me than you guys, okay? It's a solid 1-incher.
Christ. But yeah, I think the way we'll probably do it is, I'd imagine on Monday before, because also just to shout out, obviously we will be live on Monday for the Corrydale stuff. We'll be live for the hour-long like Corrydale crossover episode. So we'll be back on Monday, and we'll be doing more. But I'd imagine on Monday we'll record a video asking for the questions and going through. We're also probably going to go through a bunch of the plans for the year. And yeah, obviously we'll give updates on what our plans are for the month, because obviously this year we're trying to do more stuff for members for the channel. So, and obviously all content we release will inevitably be out for everyone. It's just a little bit early, so you get to actually pay for it. But yeah, we're definitely going to try to get more video essays done this year. And we're probably going to try to do more lives. So, yeah. I think...
I just want to, just before we end it, because Lucas said how many questions per person. Everyone who's here right now, before we go, very quickly, if you have a top of your question that you really want to ask and you don't want to wait for the video to come out, ask us your number one question you always wanted to ask us. You have about 5 minutes. Go ahead. See how many you can chop out and see how many we can answer for you.
And also, it's how many questions within reason. Within reason. Don't ask 20 questions. Do like 3 maximum.
Yeah. Will you go to live on stream? No.
Great job as usual, lads. Happy New Year. Catch you if Corrydale. Remember, peeps, like and subscribe. Cheers, Michael. Big love, mate. We do appreciate you.
Why do you like Christmas? We don't like Christmas 18. Unless you mean why don't we like it?
That feels like a triggering message. Oh, why do you guys love 2018? Wait, let me pull out that fucking Desert Eagle again. That's gonna be your sleep paralysis demon. We do not like Christmas 2018.
No, we don't. Thank you for flashing that image. I just seen it now on the live stream. We don't like Christmas 2018. Have you ever thought about making a video where you both compete to write an EastEnders script for an episode? That would be fun, but the problem is, could we be arsed? That is the true question.
Yeah. But I do like the idea. I did heart the comment you left. I think it would be a funny idea, but we definitely have to workshop it a little bit. But I'd fuck with it. Sounds funny. Is David Platt Rip? I don't watch Corey, but I've seen clips. He seems like such an interesting character. I mean, David's not dying. He's not dying in Corrydale, and I think I don't think he's ever leaving, I'll be honest. I think he's just going to be a Corrie for lifer. He's an interesting character. He is a snarky but still complex. Spends most of his time doing wisecracks, but when he actually gets given like a really substantial story, he always knocks it out of the park. But I think like David Platt is a really good I mean, I got into watching Corrie by watching a bunch of the David Platt stuff. So he has so much kind of rich history that he is a fantastic character.
Who is your favorite character? If you're talking for EastEnders, mainly for me, my favorite character is between oh bloody hell, Oscar, Anthony was up there, but he was wooden, so I was mostly just out of hatred. So Oscar is my current favorite. I don't really know.
Yeah, my favorite, I'd
Are you?
say Oscar. Oscar is the favorite right now. I love Elaine. Elaine's also one of my favorites. Used to be Martin before he died, and even when he died, I was like, fair enough. But overall favorite soap character, it fluctuates so much. I guess Janine.
Um, are you planning to read fan fiction again, or maybe something similar? My brother's question, by the way. I don't want to let your brother down, but I don't think we will be. I don't mean to let him down. Happy birthday to him. I hope he is doing well, or she's doing well. I don't want to date this in case they do change their gender, but happy birthday to them. But no, we will not. But if you do have anything, like if your brother does want to comment on the video or anything, just let us know.
Who wants to become a member?
What is the most?
Get that fucking wallet out.
If
Use that
it
birthday
is
money
birthday,
wisely. I need to stop making those
we will
jokes.
go see
People are
live
gonna
on,
think we're chill.
and I
But
will
no,
go to
I
you on
don't
stream
think
if you
there's any.
come.
I don't see us doing the fan fiction again. It was good fun whilst we did it, but it definitely ran its course.
Yep.
What is the most underrated Christmas episode in your opinion for EastEnders? Easy answer: 2006. Fucking love 2006.
2006 is a great one. Most of the ones we reviewed so far for the channel, so 2002, 2006, were pretty good. 2003 is a fantastic Christmas as well. 05 is up there as well, but 05, depending if you count what happens after it instead of like just purely in the moment, it does get pretty much ruined from the get go. Final question for me: how optimistic are you feeling about 2026 in terms of EastEnders? Shit. And watching Walford, pretty good. Um,
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. I like the idea of the flash forward. I didn't like the episode and execution, but well, I mean, we can eat our words as more and more gets revealed. So, like it's basically if the expectations have been quashed again. So now, if it actually starts to get better, suddenly, boom, we're back in it. Watching Walford, pretty high. I think we figured out the workflow a little bit more. We've definitely gotten better. I feel like each year we've improved way more than we probably give each other like credit for, and I think we're gonna be fully drilled in and fully ready to like fully swing for the fences. Plus, we've also done a lot of cool stuff with the lives. We've done a lot of cool stuff with the video essays, and I think I don't know, we've kind of hit like a nice little prime period where we're actually both enjoying shit properly and not just like, what do you think about EastEnders in 2026? Fuck off. So, I think the real test will be if EastEnders goes to a really bad point. How will we actually deal with it? I think that's going to be the interesting part.
that's going to be interesting. And all I can say to that is a lot of booze. And probably not non-alcoholic booze, but actual booze. From me.
Or at that point, we just pivot to being a video essay channel. Easy.
Or we just pivot to the next big soap that's actually doing well. How about that?
True.
We were watching Walford, formerly known as Watching Walford. We are now watching
Emmerdale.
Streets. Yeah. Final question: who do you think EastEnders would bring back for the 50th if it's still going?
Grant.
Grant is up there. Michelle would be an interesting person to bring back if you could. Ideally, I would have built it around the first. Like I know this is 10 years in the future, so anything can happen in 10 years. Well, 9 years now essentially. But if you kept Martin around, you could have built it around like the what's the word I'm looking for? What is Martin's family again?
Fowler.
The Fowlers.
Yeah.
You could have built around the Fowler. You could have like a Fowler reunion kind of death send off in a way. Like you kill a big you could kill off a big character in that way where you bring everyone back. that you couldn't really do in a normal circumstance. Kind of like how they could have done Dot's death, where you bring back legacy characters to interact and say goodbye, and you kind of send it off. I see you do that for the 50th. Kind of like Martin, where they went, we can't get Michelle, and we're not bringing back 2016 Michelle, but how about Vicky Fowler? Vicky Fowler. And that's what they did. Um, do you have any idea who they bring back?
I'm just sticking with that, so Grant.
Grant, okay. Just going for it sets the pace for the year ahead. Perhaps to do a monthly live recap of the month. We're looking at possible theories. We could do that. We'll think about it.
But if you've been on the channel any we will be doing. Oh no, it's been 2 weeks. How about we do a who is, do you remember any of the 6 coverage? Because yeah, well, there'll be tons. Would you guys review books, audiobook, lol? I mean, kind of, not really. It has to be pretty relevant because we do have our little dumb niche. I mean, one book I did buy, which I still haven't read, is the Axeman Cometh, which is Matthew Robinson's book, and it's angled as 40 untold stories about EastEnders, which at some point I am actually going to read and tell a bunch of the ridiculous stories in this book, which I hope are interesting. He basically was what did our abandoned storylines iceberg, where it's mostly like 90% of Matthew Robinson ideas. So he was the one who wrote about the Beast of Walford. It's not sponsored. You think he's paying money to shill the book? But I also at some point I do want to make a mini documentary about the Watching Walford. Not the our book. We're writing a book. No, the whatever the big fucking book is, the like Walford Untold, where they go through the story of the build up to like designing it and the names and shit. There's like a cool like unfinished documentary on YouTube about that book, and I want to do it at some point, but it also requires me to read the book, and I can't be bothered. I do like reading occasionally. I say that I read 1.5 books last year, but yes.
Will there be a video where both of you visit the set? I think you underestimate the value we bring to EastEnders.
If we get invited to the set, I'd go. But I don't, we're not doing that. What that weird channel did where they broke in.
And shot on Arthur's
yeah.
I'm dying to go into the archives. I'm dying to go into the archives. So stoked. Don't go near any content from 2023 or any podcast. But if you do want to catch up, go through the podcast of 2024 to get caught up, or 2025. Will there be a video? Okay, I've answered that. I want to see Ash and Piggy hug Phil. Ash wouldn't hug Phil or Steve.
Yeah, fuck that. Would. He can stay away from me.
The problem is, I'd go up there and give him a homie hug. I'd be going up there like, come on, mate, high five. Whee! And then he'd be like, get the fuck away from me. I'm a 70-year-old man.
Remember that point when everyone thought Fat Boy was coming back after 2020 Flashback? I mean, that's still one of our all-time videos where I don't even know what, like, something was in the water that day. If you've not found it, I don't know how it's aged, but somebody did a massive post saying about how Fat Boys should come back. But, like, it was written like, it was written like someone in a fucking manic episode. Because it's like, look, now, if you do this shows that Fat Boy should be alive, because it was so tragic that he was killed off. He may not have all the fans, but he does have some of the fans. It's like, who's like been scribbling on the wall saying Fat Boy? Like, fucking someone had a moment right in that, but it's still one of my favorite it's one of the all-time Watching Walford videos that we did, because it was just so fucking out of pocket. It was unreal.
I remember watching the break-in on Albert Square video on YouTube.
It's just so wild. I haven't seen the video. Who's done that? Or it's just the guy just pulls out his ass and just takes a poo on Arthur's bench. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, like I'm not fucking. Mate, if I'm breaking into anything, I'm not leaving my DNA there. Like, fucking... What are you doing, you fucking gross bastard? Like, you're not a dog. Get your fucking arse away. Fucking save that for indoor. And second, he didn't eat, like, where you wiping? You know?
Oh, he just has a stinky ass.
Like,
Cool street sweeper, but not Alan or
like
Robbie.
imagine the security guard who's protecting the square, and he goes, "Yeah, I've seen two guys. One of them really stank as shit." It's like, like what's going on there?
He walks over and just sees the fucking shit.
Like,
Leaves. Fight.
and who's having to clean that up?
Ian Beale. He's keeping it real like Ian Beale. I think that's where we leave it. Honestly, we can't top that.
Yeah, it's not getting on any better. Priya must be the bride. Max the Raby Boss could have been a good twist. Yeah, but you don't want to push Max's character too far and make him actually a criminal. I know, hot take. I'd like Ricky Butch to come back. That's my alt account. I love Ricky. I'd bring him back 100% of the time, every single day. Yeah, I think, though, with that said, though, we've had a really good stream, so we will try and make this a bit more frequent. Obviously, the big issue is we do these for the episodes when they don't get released early, but also not a lot of episodes don't get released early. So it kind of, is the audience there when the episodes aren't getting dropped, But we'll figure it out. We'll try to do it more because, I mean, all of the live streams we've done are always really fucking fun. So, yeah, I think this has been really good fun. But obviously, keep your, start typing up all your questions for the Q&A that will probably announce on Monday. And obviously, we'll be back on Monday for Corrydale. Still do it live? Yeah, maybe. It might not be a terrible idea. We just watch the Thursday episode live and then do a little debrief. I don't know, something like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, spoilers are a little bit of a problem. But yeah, thank you both for all you do. Brilliant as always. Thank you, Leanne. Big love. But yeah, thank you, everyone. We're going to go and record the podcast now. So if we're a little bit outrageous on the podcast, just know it's all of you. We do appreciate you. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, all the members. We do appreciate it. There'll be a bunch of early access content coming out fairly soon as well. And, of course, back on Monday for Corrydale. But with all that said, thank you for watching. And join us in the next one. See you Monday.